Hello, everyone, and welcome to One Shot Questers.
I was like, that's my face.
This is my wife. The chair now, apparently. But welcome, everyone, to One Shot Questers. My name is Duke, and I am going to be your DM guide for today. Thank you all for being here. We really do appreciate it. Now, I hope you guys can be patient with us real quick, because we got quite a few announcements to get through before we get into the session. And thank you to today's sponsor. Again, today's sponsor is last week's sponsor is Omni Gaming. And make sure you listen to this because I'm about to read off what they sent me. We are Omni Gaming. Our goal is to create custom tabletop gaming products that keep you immersed in our campaign and level up your play. We just launched our Kickstarter for our dice line. We use lasers to stylize and create each of our products, including the dice box, the dice coffer, the dice tower, and also the dice coliseum. But right now, we're going to introduce the players. Thank you guys for being patient with us. And Amy is now back.
I can stop breaking my back to leave.
Perfect. Players, how are you guys doing today?
So good.
Great.
Beautiful.
Never better.
Good. Good. And also, very sorry for starting late. We had some technical difficulties. Like always, it wouldn't be One Shot Questers without technical difficulties. Am I right?
Single tears.
Single tears. All right. But anyway, thank you, players, for joining us for tonight's one-shot session. We are very excited to have you guys. But I think what we're most excited about is for you guys to introduce yourselves and to introduce your characters that you will be playing tonight. Are you guys ready?
Hell yeah.
You know it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Let's go.
All right. We are going to start over to my left. Chaz, introduce your returning character.
Hi. Hey guys, I'm Chaz and I am playing Barwin Stormbreaker, the Barbarian.
Awesome. Now moving over to Andrew.
I am Andrew and I'm playing Tholok, the Barbarian Pacifist. Emphasis on fist.
Perfect. And another returning character, we have Gezra.
Hello, my name is Gezra. I'm trying to be like what Andrew did, but like I can't. I'm a wizard. My name is Gezra. I can't. The character I'm bringing back is Markael. He is a human wizard, and here to party.
Perfect. Thank you, Makael. And last but not least, we have my wife, who is finally able to join back on a one-shot session with us. She's very busy with school, so make sure you guys make her feel loved. But Amy, introduce your character, and introduce yourself.
No, thank you, love. You're the greatest.
I tried.
Hi, guys. Amy here. I will be playing Ordella Winfried, a Eldrin rogue. Eldrin is a type of elf, but I'm super, super pumped.
Perfect. Awesome. Thank you so much, everyone. But, players, chat, are you all ready to start your one-shot?
Yes.
Yes, let's go.
All right.
Oh, gosh.
Is that a yes, Gezra?
Okay, when I look at the the character creations on reroll, from the other players, I'm like, everyone looks like a boss. Like everyone, they look like they're gonna beat me up. Like I don't want to see him down in an alleyway. Like,
No, you don't.
Well, Gezra, this is why we love you, man.
Water.
Let's get right into the one-shot. Let's get going, everyone. Your one-shot starts now. Perfect timing again.
You're so proud of yourself.
I am proud of myself. All right. There has been something strange happening in the region of Logiatalu. It seems like wherever you go, trouble is sure to follow. And it doesn't take long for our new group of adventurers to have trouble sneak up on them. In the Sawdown Woods, you will find a town hidden in the trees called Savain Gardens. The town is said to be known to grow magical herbs and also the home to many wildlife. Some say the town exists. Some say the town is just a rumor. Some say the town moves freely around Saldau, which makes it impossible for you to track down the gardens on a map. 3 of our adventurers were able to find this town. Tholok, with his potion of navigation, led him to this town as he searches for a special someone. Michael tagging along with Tholok, for he heard of plants that could be weaved into magical strings, which could help nicely into his performing aspect. And a lone rogue who followed them, who's in search for a specific plant that comes from the gardens. 3 of them have found the town, but one is still making his way. Barwin grows closer to the town as the scent of his sister brings him closer and closer. I think I just turned that off. There we go. Barwin, you continue to move through the forest. It's thick. It's hard to move around. The sunlight can barely make its way to the ground. And without a good sense of direction, you can easily get lost in here. You begin to walk on a fallen tree, and at the end, you open up some large bushes to find the town of Sylvain Gardens. Now, the town is relatively small, but scattered. For a town in a forest, it's surprising to find that the town is in a large open field with a few trees sprouting here and there. You can easily tell that there are only around 18 structures are built here, with a large house built kind of right in the center. You would expect this town to be quite peaceful. There's a place where you can go and relax after a long travel, but that is not what you are seeing. You are seeing in this town wild animal life causing havoc. These animals are smashing into these structures. They are tearing up the ground. They are beating up people. Some of those people you see is a familiar Goliath that you see, and also a human as well. You do see also a shadowy blur kind of moving around as well. But there is a town being attacked by a bunch of ravenous wild animals at this time.
All right. Let's go.
All right, perfect. Can everyone roll initiative for me real fast?
Damn it.
We're starting out strong,
Welcome
boys.
to-
I swear.
Oh!
That's an
Have a
8
10.
for me.
10?
Yep.
What were you?
8.
8, okay.
21.
21, nice. All right, Mikael.
I just love the dice provided on D&D Beyond. I got 6.
Okay, so with that,
You're
with that, you guys are great. With that in order, Tholok, please take out a percentile dice and roll it for me. Tell me what you get. Everyone, get your percentile dice ready.
I've never rolled that in my life.
97.
97. Tholok, you are in a tussle with a black bear right now.
Gosh.
I think Barwin, you're up next. Can you roll your percentile die?
That is a 46.
As you were running down, you notice this black cloud start to hover over you. It's the shadow. It shadows you. You feel the heat taken off of your shoulders, and as you look up, you see that that is not a cloud. It is a moving cloud. Multiple things are moving in it, and you are now going to be attacked by a swarm of ravens. So you got 6, Mikael. What did you get total?
Can I just
What?
fight
How
a
do I-
sad rabbit?
Sorry, the sad
got
rabbit's with Tholok right now. Anyway, what did you get for
Oh, I add
He is with
your
me.
initiative?
Oh, okay.
Or sorry, no, you add the +1 too. Remember the D10? You roll your D10.
I've never done this in my life.
Grab the D10.
D10. Got it.
There you go. Now
I've never had to
roll.
roll a percentage dice before. So that's 90.
You're 90.
Yes.
Ordell, you are fighting an ape, and Mikael, roll.
21.
21. You.
Wait, I'm fighting an ape?
Yeah, you are fighting an ape.
Shit.
And last but not least, Mikael, just like in the large purple worm, you are fighting a giant wolf spider. Okay, Tholok, you are up first. You are fighting a big black bear. So, you both are with each other, kind of staring one another down. You're circling around. Tholok, what are you going to do?
I'm going to. Why am I? I'm trying to find all the various. Because I want to just like. I want to grapple. I want to grapple it with my axe, but I'm just gonna grapple it though.
Okay.
So do I roll for that?
We're gonna make strength checks between one another. Whoever gets a
Just
higher strength check. Yep.
Okay, perfect. Oh, he's gonna get the higher strength check. I guarantee you.
Okay, what did you get?
I nat 1 for a total of 4.
Tholok, you go up and you try to wrestle this black bear, but it does not work the way you thought it was gonna work, and this bear is a little bit
Wait a
bigger.
sec.
Oh, what?
I'm a Goliath. I have advantage on strength checks.
You do. You do.
Yeah.
Roll again.
Heck yeah! 22, baby!
Right? You, at
Nice.
first, you're not sure what to do, but then you get behind the bear as it gets up on its hind legs and lets out this big old growl. You get behind it, you grab your axe, and you pull it down around the neck as it's just trying to swipe. Are you just gonna keep holding on to it grappled?
I'll go ahead and punch it while I'm grappled to it.
Okay, you'll have advantage.
Because I can't really, like, use my axe when grappling.
Right.
Okay.
Punch.
Okay, so you said advantage, so the highest one I had 23.
Okay, that's still gonna hit. Roll. So you're just punching it. So what's your unarmed strike?
It's just 4.
Okay, you come up, punch it right in the snout, and you hear it growl a little bit. We're gonna move over to Barwin now. Barwin, these ravens are flying down at you real quick. They're just circling around you at the moment as they slowly are starting to come down towards you. You have first say, if you'd want, or are you just gonna wait?
Well, how far above me are they?
They're about 15 feet. I know, just right out of your range.
Literally right out of my range. Okay. I can't. Well, I don't often jump, but I would like to rage.
Okay.
And then I don't know how jumps work all the time, but if I can jump 5 feet, so my aura can extend.
Yes, that would work.
Okay. And then I would like to hold my action until they hit my range and make an attack.
What's your range on it?
So with my lance, it is. Oh.
Well, what's your range with your aura?
Oh, my aura is 10 feet.
Okay, if you jumped, your aura would already be able to hit him.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, then I will do that.
Okay.
Yeah. Do that. And then they need to make a dex save.
Okay.
12.
12? They failed.
Yes.
Good.
I rolled a 1 on my aura. On my lightning aura.
All right, you jump up and you manage to hit a couple of the ravens. One raven goes flying off from the group. But now they're gonna come down at you as you jump up. They see you. They're gonna definitely hit you, and
The Raven, Evermore.
yes. Ooh, they're gonna come down at you, and they're gonna start piercing you. You're gonna take 8 points of piercing damage, but it halved. It's 4.
You mean 4?
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll do one more thing with you. What do you want to do, Barwin? They're now in your general space.
Okay, yeah, I would like to make a melee attack
'Kay.
against them with my lance, if at all possible.
Yes, you can. They're down
Okay.
on you now. So, the thing with the ravens is they can occupy a space you're in. So they are now, going everywhere around you.
Okay. Do I need to roll with disadvantage?
It does not say that.
Okay, cool. Then I will roll straight. And that was not a very good roll. That total, that's a 10.
No, as you go through, they're going everywhere. You can't really see where they're coming from. So you start swinging your lance wildly, and you're just missing them. And they're dodging and weaving through your lance. They're going to come at you again. Oh no! You gotta be kidding me!
I don't like that noise.
No, it's a 12 to hit. I'm guessing it misses.
Yeah, 12 to hit misses.
You are so lucky. It literally, Abby and I watched it, and it stayed on 20 and then went 8.
Yes.
It was like, ha, bitch.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we'll come back to that. But Mikael, you are facing a giant wolf spider right now. It's gonna go first.
No!
As it's coming in, it's kind of, actually, you know what? Yeah, it's gonna go first. As it's kind of moving at you, it's looking at you with its 8 eyes. It's gonna come up and just jump and try to pounce right on you. It's gonna try to make an attack on you.
Loser.
It's gonna miss.
Fire.
Yeah, it's gonna come up with its fangs, come up and try to go right down, and you manage to sidestep. Michael, what do you do? Mikael, sorry.
Tholok, you are facing a bear. Wait, Amy, what's Ordell? What are you fighting again?
I'm fighting an ape.
She's fighting a straight up ape.
Hairy.
Force this.
So, would it take, I don't know, like an intelligence check or a history check to think about what is a common combatant for a wolf spider? Like, I'm trying to determine, like, of the animals that my companions are fighting, which of the wolf spider would be most, what's it called it, like, more than eager to attack.
The giant.
If you know what I mean.
Make a... Ooh, that's smart. Roll a d4. Tell me what you get.
Come on, D&D Beyond. I got a 4.
So, I was kind of thinking in your brain, it doesn't take long as the spider is attacking you. You look around and you see this dark-looking elf moving around this ape. And since you kind of realize the spider is attacking a human, ape kind of almost looks like a human in some aspects.
Are you talking about Ordell, the dark elf?
Yeah. You
Wait.
haven't totally met her yet, so...
At this point, I'm just fighting an ape, and you have no idea if I'm a friend or foe.
Oh my gosh, you know what? Because you're Amy, I'm okay, this is what I'm hoping. This is what Mikael is hoping would happen, but because you're a stranger, he won't feel so guilty if
Whatever.
this wolf spider comes and viciously attacks you. This is what Mikael intends to do, okay? I was hoping that I'd have precedence before the spider, like we had a little distance and I went first, but maybe that's okay. I want to move between. I want to be like in the median between the spider, the wolf spider, and the bear that
Okay.
Ordell is fighting.
The ape.
And then I'm gonna pull out my cape and go like, Toro! Would the
Gezra,
Would it
every
take the
time.
bait?
Every time. So creative. Is it actually gonna work?
It's gonna move away. If you do plan on moving away, it's right next to you, so it's gonna have an advantage to attack you. It's gonna have an opportunity to attack.
That's fine.
Okay.
Nope.
It misses again. You just are able to sidestep and you move back. You take your cape.
I want to hear him say it.
Michael, what do you do?
Wait, don't make me say.
This is your character.
Michael's panicking the whole time. He's just screaming.
Toro? Toro?
But he goes in the middle between, like, and then he goes. He's just screaming. He's like, "Come at me!" And then he yells at Toro.
Make a persuasion check.
What? I kind of like it. All right.
Persuasion. Man, D&D Beyond.
I was gonna say it's Skezra.
9.
He's gonna throw you off guard.
A 9.
Oh, he's gonna run him over.
You come up, Michael, and you're like, Toro, a little hesitant. You kind of flick the. You flick your cape, and you're just like,
Yes.
Toro, and you see
Toro.
You see this giant wolf spider, and you see like the back end, the abdomen kind of pick up a little bit, and it kind of moves one of its long hairy legs, and then it starts skittering towards you super fast, just as it's going, and you're just, it's not going towards the red cape, it's going for you. Make a dex save.
Oh shoot.
Come on, D&D Beyond.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
That is the creepiest.
9 again.
What did you get?
You got 9.
Oof.
Again.
Give me a second.
I wouldn't mind having my first set of dice come from Omni Gaming. I just.
Okay, so it's gonna just charge right at you, and you aren't able to get out of the way, and it's going to a little bit of home brewing.
No.
Your favorite word here.
We're friends, Duke. We're friends.
It's a Juan.
It charges at you, and I'm gonna put it in this way, Tholok. You're grappling onto this bear, and you're seeing Michael and this giant wolf spider have like a little tango dance. That's the best way I can put it. The spider keeps missing, and he missed the charge. That's what's going on there. And last but not least, Ordell, you are facing an ape. What did you get
What do you mean, what did I get?
for initiative?
8.
Huh?
I got 8.
Okay, so the ape's gonna go first. It's gonna look at you. You see it flying everywhere. It's gonna try to make 2 fist attacks. Both of them are gonna hit. Highest one's 18.
No.
So, as you're flying around trying to hit it, it's looking around and it's gonna go boom, boom, right as it flies at you. It hits you both right in the chest, and you're gonna take 13 points of bludgeoning damage on that one.
I'm level 3?
Yeah, I know.
Even you were like...
I didn't realize you were at 15 hit points. So it comes around and it punches you like right in the liver and it knocks you down. Also, the second one kind of punches you right in the other side and right in the ribs. And you feel a bit of cracks happen as this one punches you in the rib. Go.
Can I just say, welcome to D&D, where Amy makes her husband sleep on the couch.
No. You know what Amy does? You know what Amy does during our sessions? She will purposely go through the dice and pick out all the dice that roll good and put it all on her side.
Huh? All right.
Go.
Well, we have 15 sets of dice now, though, so we don't know what's the... Oh, I'm doing... I should have told you what I was doing before I rolled. So I have my rapier and
Okay.
dagger out. And so,
You can only do 2-weapon fighting if they're both light. They have to be both light weapons.
is rapier not light?
No, it's a simple weapon.
Well, fine. I'm just gonna come at it with the rapier then.
Okay.
It's not very nice to call it simple.
Thank you.
I got
I
your
love
back.
rapiers.
Well, perfect. Then I rolled that.
I hate you. It hits.
Yeah, it does. Okay. No. This one. Good. That's 9 points damage.
Okay, as this one hits you, bam, you're on the ground, you take out your rapier, it comes up trying to go right down, like Hulk smash you. You get your rapier and you stab it kind of like right through the pec and out the back as it kind of, actually no, you're gonna stab it like right under the armpit of this gorilla.
And then can I jump in back to disengage as I go?
And that's an action.
Bonus. Wait, I thought it had bonus. No?
You have Misty Step.
I need to, well, you know what? Sure. I'm gonna use it once already.
Okay.
Yes.
You stab it right in the,
No.
you stab it right under the armpit of that one, and you go back. But at this time, as you guys are facing these animals and everything, suddenly it grows quiet in here. The screeching, the growling, the roaring, it all stops. Tholok, you feel the bear kind of loosen its grip a bit. It stops fighting you, and it kind of slumps, almost like it's confused. The ravens around you, Barwin, start to fly away. Mikael, the spider, it'll try to charge you one more time, but it kind of stops, and then it'll scurry into the forest. The ape is sitting there holding under his armpit, just checking in, and the blood is all over its hand, and it's going to retreat back in the forest as well. You guys see a bunch of other animals that go through. You guys see a crocodile, a giant wasp. You see an owl bear, a panther, some horses, unicorn. They're all disappearing back into the forest.
I'm very glad I didn't have to kill that bear. I'm trying to be a vegan.
What was that?
I have never seen anything like that. Barwin! Did you just get here?
I just barely got here. Mikael,
Hold
Tholok,
on,
good to see
Barwin's
you.
here. And then I
Hello.
look at Ordell, I'm like, hello. No
At this
response?
point, I'm sitting down, and I'm gonna have to roll a Constitution saving throw.
I thought that was me.
Well, in this scenario, I'm exhausted
Okay.
at this point.
Okay.
Ah! I gotta. That's a 10.
Okay. You're still.
I'm still up?
You're
Okay.
still up.
Cool. What did you say to me, Mikael?
Hello. Just trying
Heavy
to
breathing.
deem you.
Don't say much.
I turn to Tholok and Barwin, like,
Very charismatic.
As you guys are coming together and trying to talk to Ordell at this time, you guys hear a scream, a screech happen at the big center, the larger building in the middle of this town.
I dash towards it.
Okay.
I'm not waiting. I'm jumping into action.
All right. Oh, what just happened? Oh,
I'm back. Don't worry, I'm back now.
Okay. All right, there we go.
My internet just went.
Okay, sorry. You moved for a second and it switched everything. Good thing I can move it on my note. But
I apologize. If
You
my internet had a face, I'd punch it.
You're good. Barwin, you dash forward and you get to this area first as everyone is starting to trail behind. But you realize that there is an older man laying at the steps. Blood is everywhere on those steps, and he has a piercing, a nice circular piercing going right through the center of his chest.
That's it? Oh man. Sorry, I'm waiting. I was afraid there could have been another animal. But I go, I check on him.
There's a man dying.
I'm running in there. I'm running in there like with my lance drawn ready to fight something. But I see the guy and then I run up and try to, medicine check him, I try talking to him, what, is he conscious still?
He is barely breathing. If you want to make a medicine check, go ahead and roll.
How far away was this again?
It's around 160 feet.
Oh, I'm gonna slowly stagger on over, but once I get there, keep my distance in the shadows.
Okay, sounds good.
That's a 10.
Forward? Oh, the mic.
I just want to double check and make sure, because this might have happened while everyone was frozen on my end. Amy, it sounds like she is hidden from us. We don't know that she's there.
No, she is
correct.
You guys know I'm here, but I'm staying back. You haven't really talked with me yet. Mikael tried.
Right. Also, Tholok, don't forget you have little Michael with you.
Yes.
What?
I'm picking him up and putting on my shoulder as we enter into the forest.
Yes.
What's that?
Just a reminder, Tholok has little bunny with the horn on top that he named him Michael. So that's his little companion. But anyway,
he is lovely and I love him.
Barwin,
I'm flattered.
As you kind of look at the medicine check, you're not sure the damage that was dealt to him. It definitely is severe. There's blood just gushing out as you put pressure on that wound. It's just not stopping. But you do realize, when you saw the unicorn, it did have blood on its horn.
Cool.
And this older guy,
Talk to him.
This older guy.
I was gonna. Go ahead. Sorry.
You go ahead.
Okay, I was gonna say, I'm gonna try to talk to him, try to keep him conscious. What happened? Are you okay?
There's some other people here around you as you were trying to talk to him. You see some about middle-aged ladies trying to talk, put pressure, trying to go get bandages and things like that. You're holding on. This older dude, you can tell he's an elf. He's lived a very long time, but now it's kind of coming to the end. He's gonna very shakily reach back into his robe and pull out this sphere-looking orb kind of covered in vines and leaves and things. And he's gonna grab your right here, whatever clothing you're wearing, armor, and he's gonna pull you forward with this orb. And he's gonna look at you and he's just speaking fine. Sylvanus. Fine.
And Sylvanus.
We'll guide you. And his arm is gonna slowly start dropping as he's trying to hand this orb to you.
I take his arm and I take the orb.
You grab onto the arm, you take the orb, you feel this energy pulsing through here, like a environmental energy pulsing through here. It's almost like you can feel the environment around you as you're holding on to this, but you're just hearing this older man, fine. And he's gonna take his last breath.
He's out.
I'm gonna come up abruptly behind you, Bronwyn, and just basically surprise you and be like, what is that?
Well, it's some kind of magic orb. When did you get here?
What did he say to you?
He said, find Sylvanus. Do you
I know
know
what that
who
means.
that is?
Dude, what I know.
Make a history check for those.
I'm not sure. I probably should make one too.
Would I know who she is by chance?
11.
Everyone roll history. If you want to try to figure it out, try to pick at your brain, roll history.
11.
That's an
History. Oh, good. Haha. 8.
Trace.
Trace, what'd you get, Barwin?
Yeah, I got an 8.
Jeez.
I got the 11.
Low intelligence, guys.
-1 modifiers.
Oh, yeah, you did.
5.
You all are thinking, you talk about Sylvain, and you kind of all are looking around yourselves for this. And some of the older women that you guys saw that was there helping, a few of them go down and they kneel down and they just start weeping over this very hot, dead elf.
What?
The chat was asking for it.
Oh, I get it now. I was very confused.
Understandable. I would weep too. He is hot.
You look down, and they start crying, and then one of them looks up at you, Barwin, and just goes, "You have the orb. You have the orb of Sylvanas."
Yes, I'm supposed to find him. Or them. Do you know where I can find them?
She's gonna come up, and she's gonna brace her hands around your hand in the orb. And you're also talking to an elf lady, older a bit. You can see that it's kind of like a salt peppery hair. You're starting to see the wrinkles go on. She looks at you and just, "Sylvanus is the god that looks over this forest and this town. This orb here." And as you look down at the orb, she says, "The orb will guide you to him, and you must always follow the orb." And you see, as you look down at the orb, you see the leaves are moving up. They're actually pointing into a certain direction.
I'll follow the orb. Okay, got it. But is Sylvanas dangerous? What can I expect?
Sylvanas is the god of wild nature. He watches over the wildlife here, watches over us. But she looks down. He was our judge. He was the one who communicated with him. But he lost communication with him a few days ago, and we thought maybe he was just taking a day off, but then the wild animals came and attacked, but luckily, she looks around, looks at you, Barwin, Mikael, Ordell, and Tholok. Luckily, we were blessed with adventurers who came and saved us, so thank you.
Tholok is going to raise his hand. And he's going to say, this forest doesn't happen to have any druids in it, does it?
If you look hard enough, you'd probably be able to find them. They like to hide within the trees. Why?
No reason. Barwin, I will help you on this quest.
I'm gonna turn to the lady
Perfect.
abruptly. Say kind of aggressively, does this orb take us to the god?
You follow it. You should be able to. It is part of him. It's almost like a soul, and a soul, part of a soul, shall always return to its owner.
That's fair.
I'm gonna turn to Barwin. Are you just gonna stand there, or are we gonna go?
Well, let's go. Mikael, do you want to come with us?
I look at Tholok. Looks like we'll have to postpone our mission to the Sylvain Gardens for magical herbs.
You are in the Sylvain Gardens.
What? I quickly go around looking for magical herbs.
I'm gonna look at Barwin again and just say, I think that might do better in my hands in helping you guys find this god.
Who are you?
The name's Ordell. You can trust me. I'm here on my own quest, but that item you have is what is the only reason I will help you.
A quest for what?
No, I can't tell you that. Something that's very personal, but I will help you.
Okay.
I have a certain set of skills that would make me the best, I guess, tracker in with that.
I want to vibe check her.
Make an insight check.
Vibe check.
Oh. Yeah, that is a 7.
So I'll
What do
say
you tell him with the 7?
with a 7, like, you don't get a sketch vibe. There's nothing oddly untrustworthy about her. You can tell she's being genuine. But I mean, not everything she says rubs you the right way.
I'll tell you what. I'm pretty at home in the woods. I feel like I should hang on to this for now. If we get in a tough spot, I'll let you take it from there.
Sounds reasonable for now. But I will stick close to it.
I don't fault you for that.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's go.
Well, I'm not with you guys right now. Wait. So I call over to Tholok. Tholok! I think it's gonna take a while to look for these magical plants. So I run over. I'm like, okay, where are we going?
I think we're going to find a god or something, but keep your eyes peeled for beautiful druids.
Beautiful druids. Okay.
What one specifically? I'll let you know if it's her.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
I elbow Tholok. So, druids are your type, eh?
Why, do you think I'm a pacifist?
Oh wow, really?
We'll talk about it later. Let's go.
Now, who are you two?
My name is Tholok. Don't let my size scare you. I am a pacifist.
Size is the least of my worries.
My name is Mikael, and everything you need to know about me, you can see based on my appearance. So I have like, what do I have? I have a pirate hat, like some soldier boots, like a bunch of random articles of clothing. But like that's what I say to you.
Ordell's gonna do this like up and down take and just glare at you and, if we need bait, I guess I know who to use.
You say that aloud?
Oh yeah.
I like her.
What?
Oh my god.
I look at whatever.
She's feisty.
Whatever. I start walking ahead. Wait, I don't even know where we're going, but I start walking.
Wait,
I'm walking the wrong direction.
Oh my gosh.
Mikael.
Come back this way. Come back this way.
We're supposed to follow the orb.
Also, we have a compass.
Yeah. Well, it's an orb.
Kind of a compass.
It's kind of a compass. Kind of a mystical thing leading us along. And yeah, I guess I'll just start following the way the leaves are pointing.
The leaves start start to point you towards southwest. So you guys start making your way that way. As you guys keep making your way southwest, when you enter the forest, again, it is pretty rough in here. It is considered difficult terrain. You're having to move around fallen trees, vines. So it's going to take you a little bit longer than it normally would to get through this forest. But Barwin, you're able to keep looking at the sword and you keep following the leaves as they keep pointing where you need to go. But who would like to go first?
I will.
Okay.
I'll be staying close, or at least keeping Barwin in my sight with the item, but scouting out the front area.
Awesome. Please roll me a percentile die.
Oh, nut muffins.
Also, I'm really sad. We may do this after the session, but I had a whole list of like plants and things you guys could have gotten before you left.
Oh no!
Well, do you want to...
No, you guys already left.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
we
what
left.
Mike Kyle was doing, I thought.
I was ready,
I said
but yeah,
Mike Kyle was looking for plants.
He was looking for him.
he was.
but we
the
never
next thing he
focused
said was
on
he
him.
ran back.
Well,
Yeah,
because,
that's fair.
Okay,
So it was like if he
fine.
was still searching, I would have gave it, but
78.
That's fair.
78.
I want to come
Oh.
back to this town at
I'm
the
gonna
end.
Back.
Yeah, don't worry. Okay, as you guys are making your way through,
Do I?
you are able to follow this orb, and as the plants start to sprout from left and right, they start moving you towards a direction, and you're looking down at this orb, orderly, and
Ordell?
Sorry. Make me a dex save real fast.
Oh, butter, sweet, massive. I don't. You
That
said
was
Dex?
one heck of a swear.
Hey, watch your language.
Butter sweet.
Yes. 12.
12.
Yeah.
Holy butterscotch, man.
You guys are watching Ordell as she's looking at this orb. And she forgot to focus down at where she's walking for a hot second. A vine grabs onto her foot, and she falls down this small hill that was in front. And then you land on your back, and you hear a crunch sound.
I look beneath me.
You look beneath you, and you landed on some type of egg.
I think I've broken something. Hold up, carrot.
Is it right underneath me, like if I stood up?
Right underneath you.
Is it a big egg? Is this like a dinosaur egg?
Size egg, not a dinosaur egg. You
'Kay.
get up and you see it. Something was starting to form, and you could start seeing these feathers start to come off of this egg.
It smells better. That's good.
It's a birdie.
It smells nice?
It's it
No,
does not
I
smell
heard
nice.
something about smell. I was like, what?
there's
It's not a spider.
No,
I
there
whispered in
is
my breath.
there's feathers, like little bit of feathers coming off of it.
I'm gonna look around and make sure there's not a mother of whatever this thing is.
Make a perception check.
Are there trees?
There are trees. You're in a forest.
I had to check.
Where are there trees?
I'm pretty sure there are trees of green. Maybe even some red roses too.
Whoa.
Do you see them bloom?
Okay, that's a
For
17.
me and for you.
A 17.
Yes.
You see a passageway kind of more to your right side. Something large seems to have come through there. And you can hear something back there starting to make its way back to this nest. And by the way, there is like 2 other eggs around you as well.
I'm gonna climb up into the nearest tree.
Okay.
Thank you. Really high up.
Make an athletics check.
Bless me. Yes.
Ooh.
Athletics. That's a 15.
15. Okay, you're able to climb up this tree. one of the trees. What are you guys doing?
So,
Go ahead.
go ahead. No, I was just gonna say, Ordell, are you okay?
Hide.
I'm still like I kind of noticed it, but I'm also like I'm in the back of everything, and I've been like scanning the woods, not necessarily looking for anything dangerous, but you know,
Something beautiful.
yes, something beautiful. So I probably heard the slip and fall, and I look over, and she's gone at that point.
Yeah.
So I would have probably gone to investigate to see, and I don't know exactly when I got there. What she was doing.
And she was just looking around. She saw that she landed on egg, and all you guys saw that when she got up, some yolk was kind of coming off of her back. And she started climbing up the tree as she told you to hide.
I'm gonna pull out my rapier.
Okay.
What, Ordell? What happened? Did one of your particular skills? Did you forget one of them?
No. More if we ran into more nature that is going to give us trouble. Which way is the orb directing us? Is it directing us through this
It's
area?
directing you to kind of go to the right of the pathway. So, like, the pathway's, like, over here, and it's directing you to go that way.
But where is all of this that I just fell into?
It's, like, in the center of this kind of, like, hole. Like, this little crater.
Okay, crater, path, and we're supposed to go this direction
Yeah.
past this?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna basically jump trees up to the top where the path is.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I go for the path as well.
Okay, you guys are heading the other way? All right, as you guys are moving the other way, you start seeing what comes out of this pathway. You see a mama owl bear.
You said pathway or the cave?
This pathway.
Oh, the
To
pathway.
the left, yeah. This pathway. This
Wait.
mama owl bear
Okay, wait.
starts to come out of the pathway. I said the pathway was right here. The orb was directing you this
Yes.
way. Yes.
You said we're on the path, and I said crater that I fell into.
Crater, yes.
And then I noticed something to the right, but you made it sound like
No,
it was
the
a
orb
cave.
was pointing to the right.
The orb's pointing to the right.
Okay.
Sorry, I was having a hard time visualizing it myself.
Yeah.
Sorry, my fault.
It's
So,
okay.
crater,
Hey,
pathway, the orb is telling you to go this way.
And we are where?
You guys are like right here.
Okay,
and
yeah,
I'm like,
we're
"Oh,
booking
that's
it.
my company. Never mind. I was trying to do a diagram.
No, you're good.
Okay, so we're heading the opposite direction.
Yes.
Perfect.
This owl bear is gonna come around. Tholok and Mikael, what are you guys doing?
Do I see the owl bear?
It is in view now.
I'm going to pull out my axe and just kind of stare it down.
I'm gonna whisper, back away slowly. We don't have to fight it.
I know.
Prefer not to fight an owlbear today.
So you're just standing there, Tholok?
Oh no.
Menacingly.
Menacingly.
Mikael, what are you doing?
I want. There's two things I do. Actually, I guess it's three. The first thing I do is sit crisscross applesauce, right? I do minor illusion on myself, so I look like a bush,
Oh.
right?
Okay.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna cast minor illusion again to create a sound of another, like a younger baby owl bear, but in the opposite direction where we're standing.
Smart.
So it leave us alone.
Okay.
I was gonna say that or another egg cracking.
No.
This owl bear comes up, just paws are hitting the ground, and it's coming up and it's sniffing, and it sees this cracked egg and just kind of starts moving, tries to like nudges it with his beak to see if the little baby's gonna start moving. It hears a cry over to the side, but it just kind of looks down, wondering where that could have came from, because it only has 3 eggs and the one egg's right there. And then it kind of looks up, it gets a scent, and it's look up, and Tholok is just sitting right there, trying to be menacingly, and this owlbear is just... And it's gonna fetching charge at you, Tholok. You better, everyone better roll initiative.
Oh
All
god.
right.
Why, Tholok? Why?
Well, I was trying to intimidate it to go away.
It's a mama bear whose child just died.
I figured it already saw us, and so I figured running away would be worse.
Okay.
13.
11.
9.
6.
All right, the owlbear goes first, and it's charging right at Tholok at the moment, and it's gonna jump right at you, and it's gonna come out with 2 claws. Ooh, it's gonna be close. One is gonna be over 20, the other one is gonna be a 16.
They both hit.
They both hit. All right, so that one comes out. This mama bear is running faster than you are expecting. Where are all the there?
Don't. What?
Oh, okay.
No,
Never mind. I
I
don't
don't
need
like
those D6s.
That's it.
It's gonna come at you, and it's gonna hit you for 23 points of slashing damage.
Okay, I'm gonna use Stone's Endurance, so as a reaction,
There you
I
go.
get to reduce damage
Oh,
by
bless your heart.
1d12
Okay.
plus 2. So,
Okay.
where's my 12?
23.
Okay. Okay, so I reduce it by 7.
So that would be, I believe, 23 minus 7.
16.
Yes, 16. So you reduce it down to only 16 slashes, 16 points of slashing damage. It comes up, slashes at you. You kind of brace yourselves as it goes through. That is all it can do. That is its turn. Who was next?
I had 13.
Okay.
So it has only seen Tholok.
It has
correct?
only seen Tholok.
I'm gonna
It
come
saw
up-
its baby, and it's like, it's mad at Tholok.
I'm gonna come up with a sneak
Okay.
attack,
Oh, okay.
and I'm gonna come with my rapier and just stab it in the back.
You don't
What?
intend to run from the situation?
Gezra just asked if you're running.
I'm running away.
Sir Robin bravely ran away. Sir Robin.
Bravely.
Okay. What did you hit it for?
I got 15.
15?
Yes.
That will hit.
Yes. Okay. I will then. I get an extra 2d6 for the sneak attack, right?
Yes, that's true.
Bless a day with this. Yeah, buddy. Okay, that's 17 points of damage.
Ooh, dang.
And I'm gonna, like, stab rapier and just stay on its back.
Okay. Yeah, so you come up, sneak attack, you come with rapier, and you stab through. The feathers are a little bit hard, so your rapier kind of glances off and goes into the side and pierces through the side of this owlbear. It lets out this growl as you are now just kind of sitting on this. Who was next? Was it Barwin or...
9.
It was me. I got 11.
Okay, so Mikael, and then Tholok, what did you have?
I had a 6.
Okay, so it's Mikael, Barwin, and then Tholok. Got it. Okay, Mikael, go.
Would Mikael be aware that there's more than one egg?
Yes, there's 2 other eggs.
Okay. Maybe this will be a poor attempt to get the owl's attention because it's being attacked by 2 other creatures. But it being a mother, it might work. I'm gonna cast... I'm gonna stand up, cast Minor Illusion, and create in my hand an egg, right? And then I'm gonna be like Captain Jack Sparrow, like instead of me saying
I got a jar.
I got a jar of dirt.
I've got an egg. I've got an egg.
How
Yeah,
big
I
can the
got
illusion
Nick.
be, though?
What is this group?
How big can the illusion be?
Okay, minor illusion.
Yeah,
It's like 1 foot cube, I think it is.
How big's the eggs?
They're
Oh.
pretty decent. They're like that big.
Are they within the
It's
illusion?
a 5-foot cube.
yeah, they would. You'd
Oh.
be able to hold it.
Perfect.
Yeah. And
What is happening?
that's what I do. I try to get its attention and see if it'll notice me.
All right, it goes through. It looks over, and Michael, you come out of your illusion, and you're sitting there swinging this egg, and this bear locks eyes on you right now. Barwin, you're up.
Oh.
All right. Well, okay. I'm gonna rage again,
Okay.
and I'm gonna attack this. Well, I'm gonna stow the orb in a pocket, take my lance, and I'm gonna stab at this thing.
Okay, you run at it and make your attack.
And you know what? I'm gonna make it a reckless attack.
Oh, okay. So we'll have advantage on you next time if it does attack you.
Well, it's good I rolled with advantage because one was a 1 and the other was a 2.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sad day.
So you come
Oh
at it.
my-
It's moving around so much right now with Ordell on its back and Tholak kind of right next to it. You can't find a good area to stab at it without hurting one of your comrades. So you just kind of stay there as you are getting ready. I'm guessing that's all you can do.
It does also need to make a dex save.
Oh, your aura. Oh, everyone around you, I guess. I think it will
No,
have no.
one creature of my choice.
Ah.
But I'm
Nice.
on the creature of choice.
Oh, I'm good. I can target it.
Can I?
Yeah, he can target it.
Oh, okay.
Natural 20.
Oh, you.
Yeah,
Blah, 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 blah.
that's a rip. Do you roll it as a nat 20 on a save as no damage?
Does it take half?
Yeah, it takes half.
No. It just really passes.
Okay, that's cool. It was a 3
Passes.
anyway.
Just really passes. How much damage was it?
Yeah, 3 lightning damage.
Total?
Total.
Even halved? Okay.
No, not halved.
Oh, so it's just like
it's-
1 point. Okay.
It's like 1.
So it's on. This aura goes through, and it just kind of hits this hour bell. It kind of looks at you. It gets the attention, but it directs its attention back on Michael. Your aura hasn't been doing well. It's been like
No.
staying at 1. Don't worry, we'll get a good one. Tholak, you're
We'll
up.
get it eventually.
Yeah, I just got slashed. I'm a little upset. So, pacifism on pause, and I'm gonna go into a rage.
Yeah.
Can I go into a frenzy at the same time I go into a rage? Oh yeah, I can choose to frenzy. So while raging, I can choose to frenzy.
Okay, cool.
So this is a frenzy, so I can make a melee attack as a bonus action. So I'm gonna attack with my great axe for my action.
Okay. And you can't attack with your bonus action on this turn since you raged.
That's
so that
fine.
was your bonus action. So, but next turn you will be able to.
Perfect.
You'll be able to frenzy. But I do believe if you frenzy, when you come out of it, you take a level of exhaustion. Correct me if
Yeah.
I'm wrong. Okay.
Yes, you're
Just wanted
correct.
to correct. All right. Okay.
So that's a 17 to hit.
That is going to hit. Roll for damage.
And it's gonna take 13 points of damage.
Ooh, very nice.
Nice.
Probably gonna call
All
it
right,
something
good.
nasty.
You come up as it kind of claws at you. You rage, and as it comes up, you see Ordell stab on the back, and you see an opening with its stomach. You come up with your axe, you take a good old slash right up its stomach, kind of right under the feathers. You get it good right under the skin. The owl bear is now going to go. It sees you, Tholak. Oh, this is tough.
I see you.
This is really
I see
tough.
you.
It's going to.
I'm not exactly in range of it, by the way, if that helps.
It's not. It's not focused on you. That's the thing. It's looking at Mike IL with the egg.
Ah, yeah.
It's gonna.
Question: is there a distance? Like, how far am I between me and the owl? I
I'm
should have
gonna
asked
say
that
you
before.
really haven't moved, and you were by the edge, and now everyone's kind of better. So you're probably like 10 feet away.
Oh no.
All right. This is what it's gonna do. It's gonna attack with its beak. on Thulok as it's in front of him. Ooh, I think that's gonna miss. 13.
Oh, that misses.
All right, it's gonna
14.
it's gonna come out with its beak. It's gonna shoot forward. I'm not very good with the beak, so it's gonna you're able to move it out of the way, but it's going to plow through you. It's gonna get around you to go for the egg. You will have an opportunity to attack Thulok.
I'm gonna go ahead and take that.
Barwin, I believe you do as well.
I'm just chilling on the back.
You're chilling on the back, so you're moving with it. But now this owlbear's going towards Michael. You two roll your attacks.
16 to hit.
That hits.
That's 11.
That misses.
Oh.
Again,
I think it's-
roll your attack,
Se-
Thulok. Barwin,
Se-
you try to come up with your spear. And again, Ordell's on the back, and you can't get a clear hit. Thulok, as it goes through the other side, you're able to take a slash at it. How many points of damage?
7. Only 7.
Okay, 21 points. Never mind, sorry. Well, you guys know the HP now. You take a slice right at the side, more feathers come off, but it goes around, and it's coming right at you, Michael. It gets right next to you, and it's going to take an attack at you with one of its claws.
Oh.
Ooh, that's
Mikael.
a 9. 16 to hit.
That hits.
It's a wizard.
I know. I still gotta ask. Okay. You're gonna take 15 points of slashing damage.
Ooh.
It's gonna come at you with that egg, and it's gonna come rear onto the tight legs, go and slash right down your chest as you were holding the egg. Make a concentration check for me real quick.
Is that Constitution or is that
It's Constitution, I believe.
Yeah.
Constitution.
Yeah.
Save.
Yeah, Constitution
Oh, wait,
saving
it's
throw
attack.
real quick.
Okay.
so you can keep the egg up?
21.
All right, you're as it slashes at you, you are able to make control of holding that egg right now. So it slashes at you. That's all I can do. Ordell, you're up.
Ordell is going to rip the rapier out, backflip off, and slice at the ankles.
That was badass.
That was
That was awesome.
roll to attack. Roll to attack and add cool to it.
Someone needs
Add
inspiration.
your cool modifier. Oh dang! Yep, that's gonna hit.
That's gonna hit. It was a 17
Nice.
without my added stuff, so that's a good sign. And that was a 9 points of damage.
9 points. Dang. All right, you come up, you backflip, go, and you one rapier just right through like the Achilles tendon of this owlbear. You see the owlbear kind of stumble, look back at you, kind of growl. And this owlbear is not looking good. The feathers are starting to get really bloody. And Michael, you are up. This owlbear is not looking as vicious as it once was. It's kind of looking at you, but it doesn't have a death in its eyes at the moment.
I just run away with the egg. And I'm still screaming, I have an
It
egg.
will have opportunity to attack.
Dang it! No! Wait.
Can't
Wait
you,
a second.
Can you use as an action to disengage?
You can use an action to disengage.
Yes.
Okay. You take your action, you disengage, you just see Michael just start running away.
His legs
With
are
an
like
egg.
windmilling.
Like cartoon style.
Yeah.
Just flying.
All right, Barwin, you're up. Again, this owl is kind of looking back. It just saw the, just kind of giving you a picture of what this owlbear's doing. It ran away. This owlbear can't catch up to Michael right now. And so it's kind of turning around and it's looking at its nest at the moment. And it's kind of looking at you. It's more in a defensive stance at the moment.
Okay. Oh. Trying to figure out how I'm gonna play this. Do I get any passive sense from the orb? in my pocket. Just curious.
Ooh, that's smart. Make a vibe check. I don't know.
Okay, that didn't hit. Okay. Rolling with obstacles. That is a straight 10. I need to burn these dice.
Just kind of like I said before, the owl seems to be more in a defensive mode than an attack mode at the moment. That's the kind of the feeling you're getting.
Okay, I'm gonna hold my action, and if it attacks me, I'm gonna attack back.
Okay. So you're gonna hold your action. Tholok, you're up.
Question. Considering that I'm in a rage right now, and I'm in a frenzy rage, would I notice that it's more defensive right now? Or am I just blind at this point?
I went through like the same mental process.
Yeah. And I can make a roll to see if I notice things.
You can either attack it or you can either hold an action like Barwin did. But I'm gonna say Michael's gonna come up and he's still kind of on your shoulder, but he's doing his little squeaks right in your ear, like very frantically at you right now.
Okay. Are you sure, Michael? Okay.
Comes out of rage.
Well, I am gonna hold my attack, but I'm gonna have my axe, like right there.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to angle my body in a way where I am not between the owl bear and the rest of her eggs. I'm like getting myself out of that area, and I'm pulling back, ready to beat the crap out of this owl bear with my axe.
Okay. Owl bear's turn, and this mama bear just saw someone run away with another egg. She doesn't know if it was one of hers or not, but she's looking back at the nest, and she is going to start slowly, just limpidly now, because of what Ordale did, is going to kind of look at you, stare down, you guys, as she's going to start sidestepping over to the side, and she is going to not make any attacks towards you. She is just going to head back down to the nest, kind of nudge at the egg that was broken by Ordale, and she's just gonna kind of stay standing and kind of prowling around her nest as she's looking at you all.
I suggest we leave.
It's a good idea.
Ordale's gonna put away her rapier and start heading towards the direction the orb was pointing.
What do you think, Michael? Should we trust Scary Lady? We'll go too.
I'm following the orb.
All right.
Where's Mike A.L. right now? Is he still zooming?
Zooming through the forest. all by myself.
Michael, roll a survival check for me real fast.
Oh
No, not another owl bear. I'm just kidding. Survival check. Survival. 17.
Okay. You guys begin to make your way through the forest. Somehow, Michael catches up to you guys.
Where did you come
Nice.
from?
That's amazing.
I'm still in front, looking for anything else and keeping track of the orb.
Okay. You guys are look.
Question: can anyone heal, please?
Nope.
I am hurt.
Healing
I'm tired.
is not in my repertoire.
My kind of healing word is sincere encouragement. if that qualifies.
Not right now. He's just gonna. Tholok's shoulders, giant shoulders, just gonna go. Okay.
Michael's gonna come up and kind of give you a little bit, little licks on your cheek there.
Thank you, Michael. At least one of you is helpful.
Alright, wow.
So like if
We will, we will probably rest eventually because it is good to heal from wounds.
Yes. Before you guys do that, who would like to roll next?
I mean, I'm still in front.
I know you already went. Someone else.
I'll take a roll.
I get it.
All right, Barwin. Roll your percentile die.
I swear, if you lose the orb because you fall.
Oh. Which one is that?
So you roll your D10
That was
and your percentile.
Yeah, I got a 90 and a 0.
So,
90.
So you got 9. Whoa, okay. You guys go through. Everything seems to be fine. Nothing happens.
He's surprised.
Feels wrong, but okay.
All right, who would like to make the next roll?
Seems sus.
Seems very sus.
Tholok or Mikael?
Rock, paper, scissors.
You go for it, Mikael.
I always choose scissors, so let's play.
Well, I'm in the back. I'm not even paying
Oh.
attention, really. I'm
Okay.
looking for,
Okay.
looking for druid babes.
Druid babes.
Sorry, excuse me. Druid
Okay,
babe.
Mikael,
One,
go.
singular.
Okay, you said
Roll your
percentile
roll
dice?
percentile die. Yep.
Okay.
Tell me what
What's
you
your
get.
D10.
77.
Reroll.
I already did
We already
that.
fought an owlbear.
You run into another owlbear nest.
You run into
No,
the father.
You run into the father.
It's not what it looks like. 61.
Yes. Yes.
No.
Yes.
I'm afraid.
No.
You guys
No.
keep going into the forest. You guys find an opening. You see some sunlight coming from the trees, or that escaped from the trees, and it's hitting this patch of a grassy area, very soft grass area. Doesn't seem like anything else is around there, but you guys see a lady there. She's lying on her back. Her eyes are closed. She's wearing a beautiful bluish and white dress. Her hair is kind of parted everywhere with some like daisies in it as well.
Oh my gosh. Don't have
You
it be
guys
the druid
stare
babe.
at this lady right there, and we're gonna take a 10-minute break.
Holy
Yes!
No.
Oh, I was so happy you rolled that one.
Nice.
I swear, if it's the druid babe,
I really hope it's the druid babe.
I'm so excited.
Oh, our party is now looking down in this grassy area as they are staring at this beautiful woman, long black hair, blue and white dress, daisies kind of in the hair. She's laying there very peacefully and very beautifully, not moving. And we'll go from there.
Question. 2 questions. First question, do I see her? Second question, do I recognize her?
Tholok, you see her, but I'm gonna say you don't recognize her yet because you're just a little bit too excited.
Guys, this might be her. Don't blow it, okay? Be chill, be very cool. Everyone, all of you, be cool. You all have to be very cool. Okay?
Tholok, what are you talking about?
That lady. She might be the lady I've been looking for.
She also could be a scary ass woman who's gonna kill us if we come towards her.
Either way, I'm down for a good time.
You know, it's great, but we also need to go.
Just hold on one.
Where's
ahead.
the orb pointing, by the way? Because I'd be
Oh,
looking
the
at
orb is pointing, like, it seems like you have to go through her.
faster.
Past her.
Oh.
We have to go through her?
Yes, you gotta go through her.
Oh gosh,
Trample, go!
fluffle muffins. Okay.
Man, watch your profanity.
Watch your profanity.
Tholok, let me go forward first and survey the scene for you,
Oh,
and then I'll let you know if it's okay.
Can I,
No.
can I?
I grabbed.
I'm gonna start heading down before any of them can come up with anything stupid.
Wait, but
Yes, though.
Micah, what were you planning on doing?
Oh, I was just trying to convince Ordell to like give Tholok like I was gonna say I would grab the Ordell by the shoulder like you don't get second chances at first impressions. Let Tholok take the lead.
I'm just gonna, she's gonna leave, and I'm just gonna loudly be like, "Hey, Michael,
Yeah.
so, do you want to see how many push-ups I can do? I can do so many of them. Let me show you them all."
I look at. You're asking me. I look at Ordell, and then I look at Barwin. I'm like, you're challenging me?
Not
on.
challenging. I'm just asking. Do you want to see how many I can do? So many of them.
I look at Barwin. Come on, we gotta cheer him on. I'm not good at being a wingman. I'm sorry.
Tholok, I'm sure you can do many push-ups.
I could probably even do a handstand because I'm so manly. Check it out. I'm gonna do a handstand.
Make an athletics check.
Oh no. No.
Athletics?
What is happening? Yes.
Joke's on you! I got a +5 on it, which makes it a 22.
Whoa!
Nice.
Tholok, you've had a little bit of gymnastics background, and you get into a nice lunge. Arms are up. You kick your back leg up super straight. The other leg goes up. You point your toes straight up in the air, and you hold this handstand perfectly. And at this time, Ordell didn't have to do any convincing to try to stop you guys, and she's just kind of like, okay.
Okay, bye. So
Well, I'm kind of looking back over to see if the lady who's there noticed me being super incredibly manly. I'm trying to do it like to show off for her.
from afar.
she's still laying down. Her eyes are still closed.
And I'm sneaking up, surveying the scene, trying to check out if there's any traps or if she's sketchy.
Make a investigation check. Let me do a handstand for the sleeping woman. Yeah.
That's why I was yelling. I was like trying to say Michael's name super loudly.
Oh, no.
Well, she's still sleeping, so.
Yeah, I know now.
That's a 10.
Okay. Ordell, you survey the area. You're looking around. You're looking at this woman. You kind of looking at the trees, looking at the ground around you. You can't find anything that seems more out of place than this woman just lying here.
Do I get advantage if I look for traps?
Why?
I'm just running because that was
No.
kind of part of it, and I was seeing
No.
if I could get a better roll.
No.
Only for traps, not for insight.
No.
Oh, fine. I'm gonna bend down, pick up a rock, and kind of toss it towards her. Not trying to hit her, but if I do, it's not a big enough rock to do a big deal.
Don't hit my lady.
You throw the rock, and it just kind of hits her and bounces off her, and she still is just there very beautifully and peacefully.
I'm gonna get up closer and see if she's dead.
She's Sleeping Beauty.
You come up, she's breathing.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Should we try to wake her up?
No.
At this point, I'm gonna get down from my handstand, and I'm gonna very gingerly, very nervously start walking.
Bullock, what are you doing?
I'm just seeing who this person is. If I recognize her, that's all.
Don't say anything.
Don't worry.
Don't touch.
I can't make that promise.
Just don't touch.
I'm gonna walk up, and I'm just gonna kind of look over her and see if I recognize her.
She is not the woman you're looking for.
Is she familiar?
No, she's not familiar.
No. I'm asking Thola.
Oh.
No.
Then let's get out of here before something happens. And I start walking back up. Or no. I call everyone else down and say, let's keep going this direction. Because that's where the orb's going, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had to go past her.
Question. Do I recognize her as being a druid?
Oh no.
Make
No.
make an Arcana check. See if you can feel anything.
An
from her.
Arcana check. That's a good thing for a barbarian to do. I was gonna say,
Big boy kid.
yeah, Goliath barbarian. That's Arcana. Good.
Sorry, Andrew. I looked at your screen and someone came in, and I thought someone came into our room, and I panicked for a solid second.
Did someone come into my room?
Yeah, I think it was your roommate.
Yep.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
Sorry, go ahead.
He's like, who came into my place?
I didn't even notice.
A fan?
So 9. I rolled a 9.
Can I give him advantage by assisting him or something?
Sure.
Yeah, roll again.
Roll it with advantage. Why not?
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I
I
love that
tried.
help action.
Oh, that's a 17. Thank you. Thank you for the help. 17 altogether.
You've felt this presence before, this magic before.
As everyone else is like going towards the edge of the forest, I'm just gonna kneel down and gently kind of like nudge at her shoulder, very like gingerly, very very calmly, because Tholok is big dumb.
As you
No.
push your hands on her shoulder, nothing, she just kind of moves her shoulder, nothing happens. You do hear some cracking behind you, though.
I'm gonna look at behind me and see where the cracking's coming from.
Make a perception check.
Oh, I don't like this. It's a trap.
Oh! I almost rolled a 17, but I instead rolled a 3 with a total of 6.
Yay!
You look around, Tholok, and you see
Nothing.
You see a pair of eyes, yellow eyes glowing in the woods. Kind of, they're more up in the trees.
For you, how much, I just want to know, in your mind, how much does Tholok know about druids? I only really spent 1 day with this woman.
Romantic.
You know, you think
Not really.
that all druids are pacifists.
Okay. Do I know that they turn into animals?
Did she ever turn into an animal for you?
Okay, so real talk, and Tholok is dumb, so he doesn't realize this, but metagaming, she has no interest in him. And so, no. Nothing ever happened, so she probably never turned into an animal, so
Okay.
he probably doesn't know.
No then.
Okay, so, I'm just gonna kind of get up and just, don't worry, I am a pacifist.
Okay. You see...
Do we see him doing this?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys can hear him. Like, you probably have stopped, looked behind to see where Tholok is, and you just kind of see him now with his hands up.
I'm also specifically placing myself between those eyes and this woman who is asleep,
Okay.
the protector.
Tholok, what's going on?
The trees have eyes.
We're booking it. Don't do anything stupid. Just run towards
There's
us.
a woman who is laying here, and these animals are looking at her.
It looks like she's a trap. Let's move so we don't have to deal with another thing. You're
What if-
injured. I'm injured. Let's go.
There's a crack that happens over your head.
Me?
Yes.
I look.
Make a perception check.
Oh dear. What have we gotten ourselves into?
It's a 6.
You see another set of glowing eyes above you, looking at you.
We have to save the pretty lady.
I'm gonna run out and grab the lady's ankle and start pulling it.
Oh my gosh.
Just because Tholok ain't going anywhere.
Make a strength check.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh my gosh.
I have a +0 in strength, and I rolled an 18.
Oh yeah, baby.
I don't know if that's good though with how he's reacting. The fact that he gave you a strength check is him being DM
It's
like
rough terrain. It is rough terrain, so it's kind of hard. So and now you're gonna run up. You're gonna grab onto her ankle. You're gonna start pulling. Her arms kind of come out and flop to the side. Barwin and Mikael, as you guys see this happen, she goes, and as Ordell is pulling this lady, her head is like bouncing on the ground from hitting stuff. Tholok, you're holding your hands up like this, and as this has happened, as Tholok suddenly grabs onto the ankle and starts pulling it out away, Tholok, you see another set of eyes. You see another set of eyes, and you see another set, and another set, and another set, and one more set, and you look around, and you see 7 glowing yellow eyes looking around this area.
7 pairs or 7 eyes?
7 pairs of eyes.
Okay.
So 14 eyes. Sorry.
Got
Well, Tholok, if you want to save her, pick her up and let's go.
Okay. And I'm gonna pick her up and start running.
I'm gonna start booking it too.
All right, Tholok, you grab on.
It's over my shoulder.
Okay. As you guys grab onto the shoulder, you guys start booking it right now. You look behind you and you guys see these kobolds appear from these trees and they start chasing after you. 7 kobolds are now chasing after you with this lady on you. Everyone make a survival check.
Survival?
What are kobolds?
Kobolds are like less intimidating dragonborns.
4.
They're like lizards.
It's not great.
Hey, 4.
9.
Also 9.
We
Oh
suck.
my gosh.
We
This is not good. This is not good.
TPK. TPK.
I am one with Ordell.
We're gonna get killed by kobolds.
Oh, that's so embarrassing.
Ugh.
Roll initiative.
Oh,
Okay.
Scheiße.
Oof.
I will protect pretty lady.
They're all saying they're aggressive Girl Scouts.
Buy our cookies. 19. BB.
Oh,
6.
1. 4 total. All these
Give
dice.
me a second.
To purge these dice for their sins.
You know what? I'm just gonna quickly see which is good right now.
Baptize the dice.
Only, okay. These 2 are okay.
Baptized.
That one's maybe okay.
Baptize.
All right. Since there's a lot, I'm gonna just make things easier and faster. They're all gonna go at once.
Thank you. Well, sure.
So okay.
They all morph into mega kobold, like Power Rangers.
Do the same.
Go Kobold Rangers! All right. Everyone, tell me what you guys got.
4.
Okay.
19.
Tholok. Okay.
10.
Initiative.
Yeah, for initiative.
6.
Mikael goes next.
I've narrowed it
Oh,
down
no, just
to
kidding.
2 good dice. Maybe.
Let's roll.
And then, what did you get for initiative?
I got 4.
Jeez.
So did Mikael.
All right, perfect. Tholok, you are up first. These, you're holding on to this lady now. These kobolds are jumping around the trees at the moment. What's your plan? They're probably like 10 feet into the trees.
I'm going to pull my axe out with one hand. I have her over one shoulder, my axe in the other hand, and I'm gonna hold my attack.
Okay. So you're gonna hold your attack. All right. These kobolds are going to come at you. You're waiting, so one kobold's actually going to come and jump at you, Tholok. So make your attack. This kobold's going to miss.
Good. Oh. 9.
That misses too.
Wow, that was... I'm disappointed.
Okay, this one comes at you, it slashes at you, it misses, and you kind of, as you try to slash at it, it misses you too. These other ones are gonna come flying down from the trees as well. One's gonna go at you, Barwin. These are all gonna succeed. Pretty much, I put the ones that won't succeed and the ones that will succeed for you guys on one side. So, oh, actually. Yes, it will succeed. Okay, so this one's gonna come down at you. It's flying down at you. It's gonna take out a dagger. And can you hand me the... please? It's gonna come down and take out its dagger as it's flying towards you. Barwin, you are going to take 5 points of piercing damage. Another one is gonna go for, another one's gonna go for Tholok again, because he does have the girl. That one will hit, and Tholok, you're gonna take 5 points damage too, and the other one's gonna go for Orderly.
Who's that?
You.
Ordell?
Ordell, I don't, whatever. Have your name up here. And you are going to take 6 points of piercing damage.
And I go down.
Okay. Ordell is down. This one comes at, stabs her right in the back. She is down. You're gonna have to start making rolls. That's the kobold's turn. All of the kobolds are now down on the ground. Michael, you're up. Barwin, you're on deck.
Okay.
You said me, right?
Yeah, Michael, you're up.
All right, so this will not make it. So we're all running, right?
We were.
Well, you're all stopped
Not
now.
anymore.
It caught up to you, and they have stopped you.
Oh, man. I have nothing. Nothing! Except a cantrip of dancing lights.
Okay.
I have nothing.
Less than
Nothing
how
to
I
do
even
damage.
told you to prepare for things like this.
You made it sound like you said you told me I wouldn't be using table plop, like I would not be engaging in combat. I'm like, okay.
Just
I'll do
because we're
something
not
like-
using table plop doesn't mean we won't be in combat.
Always get damage spells, man.
Dancing lights.
Alright, what does it do?
Okay, wait. Dang. I just can I blind someone? Like, can I startle them so they don't move on their turn with my?
I don't believe that's what the spell does.
Nope.
I know.
Actually,
I know.
They're just lights,
Hold on.
yeah.
Oh
Let me
my
look at my other
gosh.
cantrips.
Oh,
What?
does it actually do shit?
Oh my gosh.
Holy Winkletails.
What?
Oh my gosh.
Please tell me.
One more time for good
You
measure.
you create these lights and they start
Four of
spreading
them.
out. You create 4 of these lights that go around. What do these lights look like?
It's
dance?
on the description. I can create up to 4 torch-sized lights within range and make them appear as torches, lanterns, or glowing orbs.
Do
in
the
the
orbs.
air.
Do the orbs.
Do orbs.
Orbs. One word,
Orbs are spookier.
Okay, you bring these oars up in the air, and when you do that, the kobolds start hissing at those lights and start looking away. You see that some of their skin is starting to sear when you do that.
No!
Yes!
Way!
Oh!
Oh!
We
Wait,
can
where
wait to the
did-
west,
Gezra.
these guys.
Gezra! How?
What? Oh God!
They have light sensitivity.
Like,
Oh
I
my
love
gosh.
Ezra, you are currently my favorite. Thank you. It never changed.
Anything else, Michael?
Amazing. Someone needs inspiration.
That will take a point of inspiration. You get a point of inspiration for that, Michael.
wait. My mind is still wrapping what happened. So can you explain one more time?
I can't. You bring up these lights, and these kobolds start hissing at these lights. And when those lights come on, you start seeing some of their skin start to sear. Like smoke is coming from their skin.
So I'm knocked out, and you just are burning them with light.
You're knocked out, Odell?
Yeah.
Make one of them eat it. Just like shove it into its mouth.
Okay, wait a minute.
Can you do that as a bonus
I don't
action?
think you can do that. I think you gotta create the lights on the first one. Anything for your bonus action or anything else.
Oh, okay.
As a bonus action, I can move the lights up to 60 feet to a new spot. And
Shove it in a mouth.
Push them back.
Yeah.
Okay,
Chase them. Chase them
and-
with the lights.
Each light sheds dim light in a 10-foot radius. Yeah, I'm gonna chase them away.
Nice.
Sorry.
Sucks to be you. Standing ovation for
I
the
don't
DM.
believe this. I don't believe this.
That
Best use of dancing lights I've ever seen.
Can I make my death saves now?
you start chasing these kobolds away, and with the light, they do not like it. And as they were trying to get to that prey, you take these lights and you push them away, and they don't like those lights. It just keeps brighter, so they are going away as you just keep pushing these lights. Every time it gets to you, you keep pushing them, and they go away. Kobolds are gone.
Oh my.
Can I make my death save now?
You can make a death save.
Yeah, none of us can heal her, can we?
I got one success.
If any of you guys have any healing items.
Let me check my equipment.
Tell me when to do my next one.
Can I use shaped water like Katara uses from Avatar: The Last Airbender and heal?
No.
Now I'm pushing it. I'm
That
kidding.
doesn't- no.
I'm kidding.
You did one cool thing. You're not going to do another one.
You didn't tell me when to do it.
I'm just
so I
kidding.
just was rolling.
Roll again.
No,
No
Okay.
one's done anything.
How are you doing
Wait.
on your saves,
I want-
Amy?
Wait.
Just one
I
success.
want to
one.
try to wake up the lady
Wait.
and see.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're focusing on the other chick now. I get it.
Oh, maybe she's able to heal you.
True. If she's a druid, she might be able to heal you.
So I wake her up immediately.
How do you wake her
She's
up?
on my shoulders, so I'm gonna put her down. So maybe like splash water or something on her.
Roll another one.
Um,
Success.
I still like I drank my potion of finding a little bit ago, right? Is that still going through my system?
Yeah, but it's not. You're focused more on this person you're trying to find.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dang it. I wanted to find some healing herbs. Lady, wake up. We need your help. Lady, wake up. Yelling this at the... lady
She's
who-
still out. She is not waking up.
Gonna grab her by the shoulders and gently shake her. Lady, wake up. Lady.
Her
Lady,
mouth pops
wake up.
open.
Are you dead, lady? She is a very heavy sleeper.
Roll again.
Kiss her.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
She's on 2 fails and 2 saves.
No, wait. Oh my gosh.
Out of
Wait.
desperation, I'm gonna kiss this girl.
Yes.
You kiss her and you pull her back. Your lips pretty much engulf like her whole mouth and like part of her nose.
I am pretty big.
And you move her back and her eyes open. She
Yeah. She's awake.
There's a lot to unpack right now, and I understand you just woke up to a stranger, but do you have any way that you can heal this woman? She's about to die.
she's gonna like look at you and kind of like get this like starry-eyed look.
Lady, I understand the effect that I have on women, but right now I need your help with this woman who just is about to die. Please help her.
She's
You better talk fast.
She's just gonna, okay, and she's gonna knock down. Cast healing.
Ayo.
What have I gotten?
What have you gotten?
I would have made
she
it.
would have succeeded.
I would have made it.
Oh!
You're gonna get, wow.
Oh, damn.
You're gonna get 3 points back. Whoo!
That's a rush.
Wow.
That's a rush.
Right?
She's gonna stand up. Okay. She's this lady after healing Ordell is gonna just kind of get up and look at you, Tholok. Anything else?
So much for helping. I really appreciate it. You did a very good thing.
Yeah, it's just right time.
Is there anything I can do for you? I woke you up, and I guess I should probably apologize for the kiss since you didn't consent to it.
No.
apologize.
It's not that. It's not that. It's more of I thought I'd wake up and find my prince, but it looks like my prince wanted me to save some other girl.
No offense to anybody, but Ordell is not my type. She was just about to die, is all. And I didn't want that on my conscience.
Right. Right.
Hey, are you a druid?
I don't know. Are you a cheater?
No.
You a backstabber? Are you a lowlife? Are you someone who just takes advantage of women?
Not usually, no.
She's gonna go up to you, Barwin. And she's gonna grab your hand, put it on the back of her head, and she's gonna plant one on you.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Well, is it a good kiss? I
Nope!
He rolls for it.
It is the worst kiss you have ever had in your life.
No.
don't know. Marwin's a hermit too, so it's like, oh, thank you, ma'am. Tholok has been searching for someone. He was just asking for a favor. I think.
Well, I have been searching
him a
for
chance.
someone too, and it seems like, and as she death glares right at Tholok, I have found him, and puts her arms around Barwin. I go where you go.
Do I wake up at all?
Oh yeah, you're awake.
Okay.
Oh wait.
You decide.
You wake.
Okay.
Well, please take that.
As she grabs onto Barwin, I'm going to go up, grab her hair, and throw her on the ground.
Oh.
Sneak attack.
What?
No, I'm not gonna actually hurt her. But she doesn't know I'm coming, so I should feel like I get advantage on that. If you make me roll for anything.
Yeah, you go up to her and you just grab the back of her hair and you just rip it down, and she just goes "Wah!" and just hits the ground hard.
I glare at her. If you think that any of these oafs are with me, think again. We are only here to follow this orb. If you're here to distract us, get the hell away. If you're here to help us, you can stay. Your decision.
She's gonna get up and she just flustered, moves, starts brushing off her dress and just, What are you, some type of sick poet?
No. I'm just an assassin.
She just looks around and just... Well? Are either of you gonna stand up for me? Or am I gonna have to go with the nerd with the pirate hat?
Oh my god.
There are more men in the world than just us.
Also, having a pirate hat doesn't make Michael a nerd.
It's quite epic, actually.
Yeah, he's just a nerd. The pirate hat has nothing to do with it.
He also chased away all the
Attacked
kobolds.
on all sides, huh?
No, Michael, I love you. You're my nerd.
You were the one who saved us from the kobolds?
Oh my gosh, I can't do this right now.
What have I
I
done?
can't do this.
I have
And
very
she's
mixed...
gonna walk straight up to you and plant a kiss!
No.
No, are you rejecting it, or?
Michael,
Michael,
how
what
are
are
you
you
with the
doing?
women?
Don't reject it, man.
He's
Don't
rolling
reject
for the
it.
kiss. He's
Of
rolling.
course I will.
You're rejecting it?
Michael has 0 experience when it comes to this.
I feel like
Okay.
that wouldn't make you reject it. That would make you go, ah!
Yep, roll.
He needs, come on, like, in reality, he wants some
roll it again, it hit.
confidence and comfortability for, So I'll just, like, push her away like this. I'm like, nope.
Oh,
Is it a great kiss?
Oh, but
are you wanting her to kiss you or no?
No. I just want to talk.
she rolled a 19. You would have gotten a.
This would have been the best kiss of your life,
Yeah.
Michael.
Oh.
It's fine. It's fine.
I hope what I'm looking at. Never mind. I'm not gonna say it. You're good.
She's gonna, God damn, she's gonna come up to you ready, and you push her away, just, no, and you panic a bit, and she just,
Stop.
and
Why
she's
is
going
this
to
happening?
walk away.
Wait, no.
Wait!
Oh.
Wait.
She is fed up with all y'all.
Yes. I'm gonna look at Michael and say, "A sensible person. Let's get going, shall we?"
I think I have a problem. I wasn't interested in her at first when she was all over me, but once she rejected me, I became very attracted to her.
Tholok, it sounds like you deal with that a lot. Let's keep going before you get hurt.
Ouch, but understandable.
Anyway.
I look at these 3.
No, sorry,
and
what?
I look at these 3 and tell them, well, you or Del thought it curious at first that she is the most misplaced thing here in this forest. So I'm gonna quickly try with respectability is left
Dignity?
to try to get some information from her. So, is she long gone?
You find her.
Oh no.
All of you hear the loudest slap of your life.
Oh my god. Why
Roll
is this
for
happening?
damage. Roll for
Why is
damage.
this happening?
Michael, you come with a big old handprint on your face when you come back.
4 points of damage to your pride.
Congratulations, Michael. You've gotten your first slap onto the face.
It won't be the last. I'm sure of it.
I hope not.
So now she's
if you're
gone.
anything like me.
Oofs in chat.
Yeah, if we could get F's in the chat, please. Oh,
Yep.
thank they're already
Oofs
F'ing.
and,
Yep, there are.
That's not. I didn't say that correctly.
Oofs and Fs.
What, Michael? What were you trying to do?
See why she was there.
Talk. That's all I wanted to do.
Talk to me, girl.
Real quick. Come on. It doesn't have to be this complicated.
Michael.
Michael, with women, it always is this complicated. No offense, Amy.
Okay, Tholok. Okay.
Well,
I'm gonna say before you guys hit the slap, Michael, what you do get up to her and she's just like death staring at you.
Oh, so she hasn't slapped me yet?
No,
No, not yet.
this is before the slap.
Oh, so whatever I say, I know it's gonna happen. Now I'm afraid to say anything. Oh.
Well, slap.
well, you can
That's-
say anything, and you
okay,
know
wait,
what the
wait.
result is. You're safe.
Okay, okay.
That is, yeah, that's dating.
Let me calm down. I can't believe this is happening to me. I just... Why are you looking at me like that?
Are you just gonna
Dude.
stand there?
Wait, wait.
Little did
Stop
we know we were
look-
getting date coaching.
I closed my eyes, okay? This is how I'm gonna talk. Oh, okay. I can't-
I love it. I love it so much.
Look in your eyes.
Ezra,
I
read the
can't look at
chat.
them.
They're supporting you.
Yard.
Okay, I close my eyes. And let me try to mutter something, okay? I'm sorry for what happened, but I think your reaction is understandable, especially when this is such a weird place and it seems like it's such a weird situation for you to be here. Why are you here?
I was put under a spell. And the first man who was supposed to come up and kiss me was supposed to be my true love. But he was after a different girl. And open your eyes if you're gonna talk to me!
Oh,
That is when you guys hear the slap.
I love it.
Now Michael comes back with a red old mark on her face.
I'm gonna put my arm around and be like, women, am I right or am I right?
yeah, you're right.
Okay, you guys continue. Who hasn't rolled yet?
Me, I'm the one who hasn't rolled
Okay,
yet.
fella, we're running a little bit low on time. Roll, we'll just see what kind of happens.
Okie doke. Whoa. Looks like 59. 10 away from a good time. 10 away from
Oh no.
11 away from 70, so
10 away
10
from
away from
69.
Nice.
You, I can't. This is too perfect.
what happened?
Oh no.
You guys are walking. You guys are walking down. And you start seeing some of the trees and bushes start to move very frantically. Very fast. As if something is bulldozing these trees down.
I'm gonna jump into a tree and try
Everyone
to see
make
what
an
it is.
athletic check.
No. Can I do acrobatics?
Oh!
Athletics or acrobatics, I don't care.
15.
Okay.
I got a natural 20 for a total of 25.
Alright, Barwin.
I got a 12.
Okay. Michael.
Okay, I rolled 5 at first, but I'm gonna spend my inspiration.
Yes!
'cause
Okay,
I
okay.
can't take any more damage. Oh, 22.
Okay. You guys all run into your in your areas and everything. You guys are able to climb up trees and things as you guys see this thing bulldozing your way. As it gets closer, it starts to smell pretty bad.
Sorry, guys.
And as it gets closer, you guys see this metal gorgon come flying through the forest.
Oh my gosh.
That's beautiful.
Just stay out of its immediate path and we'll be fine.
Well,
Flashbacks. Barwin and I, flashbacks.
Yep. Yep.
Getting been trampled over by that gorgon.
well,
For yes, to reiterate, sadly, a session that we couldn't air because of the Wi-Fi issues. Tholok got a card from the Mimic box, and it said, use me if you wanted an unstoppable force. He used the card, and out came a Gorgon, and it went out the back end of the purple worm.
And it wasn't just for a joke, but it was supposed to be used as a laxative. That's how I was trying to use it. out of a giant worm, because it had stomach problems.
Yes.
So, shall we keep going?
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna keep going, and you guys just kind of look at each other. You all, Barwin and Mikael both kind of look at Tholok when this happens.
Yep.
We
definitely
both
looking
glare at
back.
him. I look at back still hurts.
You guys come on down. You guys keep heading. You holding onto the orb. You finally get to an area where you find this ginormous tree. And in that tree, you see a large, like, crater in this tree. And these leaves are, like, almost like jumping, going forward into that trunk. But as you guys are there, you hear the wind blowing around you. The wind is pretty strong. And you start to see wildlife start to come in. They're eating the grass. You see deer, moose, bears, all types of wildlife come in. And then the wind stops. When the wind stops, all the animals look right at you guys. Some of them put their ears back. Some of them put their heads down as if they were getting ready to ram. You guys hear this teeny humming going on. Tholok Michael is starting to go a little crazy.
I'm gonna kind of take my big finger and just kind of scratch behind his ear a little bit.
He's gonna bite
where
you.
he likes it.
Oh.
No, not you too.
What's the orb doing?
The orb is telling you guys to go forward.
Let's keep going.
Again,
Press
just
forward gingerly.
I'm gonna take.
Well, the animals
Michael-
are starting to get like in front of you guys at this point.
Hey, Barwin, hold the orb out in front, and maybe they might part for the orb.
We'll see. Yeah, I'll hold that in front. We're here to see Sylvanas.
So, was that his name?
You hold out the orb. They kind of stop for a second, but they're still going forward. Again, there was wind. The wind stopped. You guys hear now some like this light humming, and now the animals are going crazy.
Can I look to where maybe the humming might be coming from?
Yeah.
You guys can't really tell. Like, I'm gonna just be honest with you. Like, you can't tell where that humming's coming
Well,
from.
do I know if it's something magical, or
Make an Arcana check.
Arcana check? Yes. I'm not very good at this, but I thought I'd try. It was almost a 19. That's an 11.
You get a sense that you can't tell if it's magical. You can tell that the humming is causing the animals to kind of go a little nuts at the moment, though. Can't tell what it is.
I say we keep going.
Yeah, I would keep trying to push forward.
If
So
you
the
guys keep
animals-
pushing forward, they're like coming at you. They're not like stopping.
There's no other way around them, is there?
I'm gonna try to walk around them to get. To
They're
the
gonna
place.
just dead eye you. Like they are locked on.
Like
These
follow?
they all are become predators at this point.
Oh.
I want to look around for signs of like damage, something that's out of place that shouldn't be.
The only thing really out of place is these animals suddenly turning on you guys. And they all, like, predators and victims, like, are all joining together and, like, coming at you. That's probably the weirdest thing.
Bless you.
Bless you.
You should scream. I don't know.
That's fun.
Michael, would you speak for me to your animal friends? Please?
He's gonna bite you again. He's gonna try to
Why?
stab you with your horn.
Why?
Try
I'm
calling
really
for
sad
the.
right now.
Try calling for the
Yeah.
guy. Like summon
Um,
him? Question mark.
Yeah. I would just shout out, Sylvanas, are you here?
No answer.
Nothing.
I get the impression to grab onto my loot from behind me. And then I turn to my companions. Music is soothing to the soul, so I don't think that would be so different for animals. And then
Would it help Michael?
I would hit. What were you saying?
Will it help Michael?
Michael is going nuts right now. Kind of, you're at this point like trying to hold him still.
Well, I'm just gonna look at Michael and be like, will it?
Yeah,
help
I
Michael?
know.
Okay. So
Will it?
I pluck. Oh, sorry.
I'm asking you a question.
Oh, okay. What?
Will it help Michael? Will it?
Play your song, man.
Do it. Play it.
And then I start playing a tune on my
Okay.
lute.
Make a performance check.
Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me.
If I can recognize the tune, I would like to help, like, use the help action to give him advantage and, like, try to sing along.
We'll see what happens.
I got a 7.
I don't sing.
Okay, well, you don't know the tune, Barwin.
Dang it. I tried.
But Michael, as you begin to strum, it's not a good song, but when they start strumming, they'll like, Michael stops moving. And kind of like looks at you and gives you a lick.
Oh.
Oh, you're back.
But the animals kind of all stop as Michael is playing this music. And it seems to have distracted them at the moment. They just kind of look around. Some are backing up. Some are... They look confused. They look scared. And some of them are going to start scurrying off. They're going to start backing away as Michael continues to play.
Let's go fast before they decide it's not scary.
To try to eat us?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah,
Yes.
I run forward.
Okay.
We go.
I'm going to look at Michael, my rabbit, and say, "Stay here. Whatever is out doing this, I'm afraid for you. Stay."
Oh.
It's gonna...
I will be back, I promise.
It's gonna slowly go down your arm and just drop and look at you and give it like the nose is like... Kind of gives you like a little scared look. Just... He's breathing pretty fast too.
It will be all over soon, I promise. I'll be back for you soon.
Smash.
I don't...
It'll be over soon.
I'm not gonna put him down like a lame horse.
Sad.
All right. Okay. All right. You guys start making your way into this opening in this trunk. And when you guys go in, you guys start stepping. Barwin, the first thing you start notice is it's very viney in here. And at first, you think that you are stepping on snakes. As the vines under you start to move. Like they're alive.
I have a bad feeling about this.
They're all starting to move around. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Barwin.
Yeah. Can I light a torch?
You know, somebody has a cantrip.
That's true. Although, is Michael still playing the music?
That's the thing. Well,
Oh, can you do one or the other?
well, it's a cantrip. Dancing lights. It's a concentration.
Yeah, he has to
spell.
concentrate on it. All right, Michael, you kind of keep playing. Barwin, you can light a torch if you'd like.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
take out my
I would like-
rapier just in
Okay.
case.
All right, take out your
I would
rapier.
like to light a torch, just in case.
Okay, you light a torch. You see, as you kind of move the torch around, you see that it's just a dark green viney look, kind of going everywhere at this moment. See every step with this light now, doesn't like the light too much. And so every kind of step you take, they kind of move away so you're able to have a better footing placement. You guys keep going, you guys keep walking. Finally, there is a light at the end of this tunnel. You guys make your way to the light. When you guys enter, make your way to this end. Yeah, once you go through, you will enter like this vine sphere. Like a very large vine sphere. It's going around, you're seeing it just cover everything around you. There is some light from some fireflies going around. As you go and as you guys kind of look around, you see at the very end of this sphere that there seems to be some type of face that's kind of coming out of the vines. Like the vines are shaping the face in some way. You see it has like a long, has like a mustache and a beard. The beard is growing the vines out. You see the hair is also growing out as well. You see that there's something right on its forehead, almost like a lid of some kind.
Lid?
A lid. The lid.
That's exactly what I thought.
The lid.
The lid.
But not like an eyelid, like a pot lid.
Yeah, it's like a square lid.
Okay. Cool.
Um,
Are you Sylvanas?
There's no answer.
Maybe we
Alright.
go inside.
Yeah,
do we take the lid off?
You can do it.
definitely. I
I don't want to.
cautiously approach.
Okay.
What's the orb doing?
The orb is just like the leaves look like they are like blowing in the wind. They are trying to like come off and go to the face of whatever this is.
As I approach, I want to hold the orb up to like where the lid is on the face.
It starts to move away from the lid when you do that.
Okay.
Kind of like pointing more down at the face.
Okay. I'll move it like and just follow where the leaves are pointing.
The leaves are like as you follow, it's kind of like pointing right at the center of his face.
Okay.
So, punch its eyes out.
Punch it in the face.
Guess I'll touch it to the face.
Touches the face, the leaves bend in, nothing happens.
What is this thing asking for?
What if we put the orb inside the head through the lid?
Let's try it, I guess.
With the luck, I'm surprised.
That was a good idea.
It's a good
Thanks, guys.
Maybe you aren't
All right.
our helpless, heartbroken man.
All right. I try to open the lid and put the orb in.
Okay. You hold on to the orb. You're looking at it, and you look up at the lid. You grab on to the lid. You open it up, and this force hits you square in the face bar, and you go flying back towards everyone else. Tholok, make a strength check.
Oh!
Catch me, brother.
Yeah, but I get advantage.
Yes, you do.
Good. I need. Oh, okay. Well, that kind of helped. 10.
With advantage?
Yep. Unfortunately, so.
Great.
You go flying, Barwin. Tholok is able to catch you, but you both just get hit hard. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna just say you both are knocked down pro.
Thank you.
Thank you.
But when that box opens, you guys see this black just aura start to ooze out of this lid and starts to ooze over these vines and around the sphere. You start seeing that these fireflies start to turn this dark red color as well. And you guys hear this humming coming from this box, and you hear some things happening behind you.
I don't like the box. Can I go and try to close it?
Yes, head forward. It's about like 120 feet. From like the entrance to where the box is at.
How'd the box open? I thought we were all nearby with Barwin.
Oh,
I
then
opened
you
the
all got
box.
blasted back.
Oh.
Barwin was the only one saying he went up to the face, so I
Okay,
thought that was.
I guess.
Yeah.
No, that's fair, because I thought it was a
I
lot
thought
closer.
you guys were all in the back.
I was thinking it was a
Yeah.
lot closer. Like when we walked in, it was just right there.
Well, if you were all by the box, you all would have flown back.
Nah, I guess we weren't then if you put it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna start moving towards it. Dashing.
through this now. Sorry.
No, I don't like it when you get out boxes.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's a big
you
box
dash
of
forward.
dice.
60 feet.
Make a wisdom save for me.
Oh, damn.
Wisdom.
8.
8. Okay, yeah, you go darting forward. When you get closer, you see that inside this box, it looks like there is like a cat eye in there, and it looks directly at you. And as it looks at you, you freeze, and you are now frightened.
Oh. What does that mean?
So when you are frightened, you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls when the fear is in line of sight, and you can repeat the save throughout the end of your turn. And you also cannot move forward towards it. as well.
Right. So I'll just have to make another wisdom saving throw.
Yeah. But at the end of your turn, this vine shoots out from the entrance, goes right through you guys, and goes through. Make a strength check. Yes.
All of us?
Just her.
Just 13.
Okay, you get stopped, and as you're looking up, you guys see this vine go, and it grabs onto Ordeal's legs and brings her up and is hanging over.
Ordell. I'm not an ordeal.
Sorry. Grabs your ankles, and the vine takes you up and is now hanging you above the center of this sphere.
I don't like this.
It's not good.
Okay, who's going next? The vine is like right next to you guys. This box open in the back.
So this is. We did not roll initiative,
No,
right?
no.
Okay, so I'm gonna do what I do best. Create a distraction. I'm going to use minor illusion. Jeez Louise, what's a scary thing that we had to fight? The bear. Actually, no, not the bear.
I was gonna say, don't do animals. It controls the animals.
Make a distracting kobold.
What did you fight? I think that was the most scary thing that we fought. What
You
about,
were fighting a giant wolf spider.
Or
Is that
Sleeping
scary?
Beauty.
The most scary? Oh, that's a good one.
She was scary.
Wait. Okay, I'll create. Need something. Sure, the wolf spider.
Okay, the wolf spider
I'll use the
appears.
minor illusion, create a screeching sound as though it were from a wolf spider, and then I will cast silent image. Sorry, my internet's kind of slow. Did you get that?
Yeah. Are those both regular spells or like action spells?
Yeah, one is a cantrip, and the other is a first level spell.
Okay,
And since we're
you
not
can't do that. Well,
Okay.
we're still kind of like in initiative order, but you can't like do that at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then the first thing I do is the screeching sound from the wolf spider.
Okay, you guys hear the
And-
screeching sound in like the center of the sphere.
And then I want to get close. And actually, it's best that I don't get close at all. I'll be the farthest from the thing that awoke.
Okay.
What are we fighting? What is it?
This
Not really
lid
fighting.
just opened, and now this black ore is oozing out of it, and you guys see like a cat eye in the center of it, like just like the little slit.
And I'm hanging from a vine.
Yeah, and
I'm gonna try to get up.
okay.
So what do I have to do to?
You just got to use half of your movement.
Okay, sweet. I can do that. I'm gonna get up, and I'm going to use the rest of my action and movement or whatever to help Barwin up.
Okay.
Thank you.
Nice. You help him up.
Sweet.
Perfect. Anything else?
I'm just gonna say to Barwin, "You have the orb. Probably we have to do something about it."
Yeah, I think whatever that cat eye thing is, it needs to go. So, I guess that's me. I'm gonna run up, and as soon as I can, if we're taking one turn, then I guess I'll dash.
Okay.
take the dash action, and yeah, that's probably all
It's
I
gonna be
can
60
do.
feet. So you're gonna dash
Yeah.
right in like the
70
center.
feet.
70 feet.
Elf. Yeah, 35 feet.
Ah,
Elf.
70 feet. You dash forward. You get into the like just over the center of this sphere. Make a wisdom save for me.
Okay. Finally, a good roll.
Yes, this is when it
That
matters.
is a. Let's see, my wisdom save. Yeah, that's a 19 total.
Okay, very good. This eye locks on you and it looks directly at you. You kind of sense the fear going over you, but you're able to shake it off. You've seen worse things. Make also a strength check.
Okay, cool. That is a 19.
All right, these vines shoot out from Tholok and Michael right behind them. It comes over and it's coming at you. It wraps around your legs, but you're able to take out like a dagger or something. You're able to cut the vine and it scurries back in between Tholok and Michael. Good job. We are back to Ordell, and when it's your turn, Barwin, the ground starts to crater and a fissure opens up. And Ordell, as you look down, you see this fissure opening. You see something like dirt at the bottom of this, like a little mound of dirt. But then it opens up, and you see this reptilian eye looking around, and it looks directly right up at you.
Ah.
I don't like this. I'm gonna yell, close that damn box! And I'm gonna try to hang on to the vine somehow
Okay.
and cut it so that I'm not hanging, but I still am holding on so I don't drop.
Okay, make an attack.
Okay. Oh yeah, I do have that. Okay. This one was... Wait, actions. I forgot I didn't put it away. 16.
Yeah, you're able to cut off to it. Make an athletics check for me if you're gonna hold on to it.
It's an I need
Dexterity. Do it just straight dexterity.
Oh no, but acrobatics is nicer for me.
You are hanging in the air. You do acrobatics.
The DM said
Wow.
Funny!
Wow.
Oh, yay.
It literally like wobbled between 3 ones and then landed on the 20. Okay, you guys see Ordell, and she comes up with a rapier and just cuts this vine and like very coolly grabs onto the other vine. She just starts heading towards Michael and Michael and Tholok, and she just drops right in front of her, right in front of you guys. She just kind of gives you like a smug little look. Make a wisdom save.
Oh no, now I'm gonna suck.
Why do I imagine just that emoji
Okay, wait.
shrug?
Yeah,
14.
you are still frightened.
Dang it.
Okay,
Dang, that's a high roll.
that was her. Michael, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna move 20 feet closer.
Okay.
Then I will cast Silent Image of Olaf Spider, and then I will make it appear, real close to the cat eye,
Okay.
and make it look like it's about to pounce.
Okay.
And that's it.
It goes right there. That eye directs its attention to the spider as you do that. You see a vine shoot out Tholok and Ordell, and it goes right between you guys. It goes right for the wolf spider, tries to grab it, misses, and it kind of like curls up and starts to like slither back.
Ew.
Anything else, Michael?
That's it.
Okay, Barwin, you're up. Or no, Tholok, sorry.
Wait,
It's Tholok.
Tholok.
Okay, so how close am I to each eye right now?
You are still like at the beginning. Like you're still at the
Okay.
entrance. So you're still like 120 feet away.
120 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. Did I see the fissure start to open?
Yes, you most certainly, everyone saw that fissure open.
I'm gonna dash towards the fissure with my axe out.
Okay.
Wow.
And I guess that's my action because I can't really do anything else. No, yeah, because I probably won't be able to hit him yet.
It's
Trying to
way
d-
down there.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I thought the eye was like right on the. Okay, in that case, I'm gonna run to the other eye. Then I'm gonna dash.
So you're gonna run
Towards that
60
eye
feet,
with
so
my
you get
axe.
halfway. You bring out your
Yeah.
axe, make a wisdom save.
wisdom save.
What is that?
Who is wisdom? Oh, yeah, that's a 7.
You are frightened as well.
Wait a second. Can I be frightened? Hold on.
Oh.
You can't be frightened when you're raging, but you didn't rage.
You're right.
Oh, good
Can
point.
I rage my next turn?
You can, I believe.
Okay.
Yes. If it's
Okay.
not, I'll let it happen.
I appreciate that.
I
welcome.
appreciate it.
Okay. Tholok, you're frightened. You're kind of waiting. You're kind of stuck there for a second. Barwin, you're up.
Okay, cool. So am I 50 feet away from this guy then?
Pretty much.
Okay, cool. Then I'm going to use my bonus action, use my last rage of the day, and I'm going, let's see, next 35, so that leaves me 15 feet behind. That's like right outside of my range. Except
For what? You're
well,
already six.
So I moved 70 feet, so I'm 50 feet away.
Yeah.
At least for me to get there without having to use my dash.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, at least like 5 feet. Ugh. Okay. So I'll use my dash.
Okay.
And let my aura try to zap the eye and get my lance ready to go to stab it.
You want to stab into the eye. Okay.
Yes. But I mean, I can't make an attack yet because
Yeah, you can't make it, so you're gonna go for it, and you're gonna get right to the eye. Make a wisdom save. Oh, you're frightened. You can't frighten.
I'm raging.
You are raging. But with that, there's this vine is gonna shoot out, and you're make a strength check.
Oh, wait a second. I have advantage because of rage.
Yes.
Rage is really.
And that's a good thing.
Haha!
Let's see. That looks like it's gonna be. Strengths. Yep. Okay. That is just a 12.
You get up to the eye and you get ready for the spear, but that vine comes and wraps around your legs and it takes you back into the middle, and you are now dangling over that fissure again.
Again.
Or sorry, now Barwin is now dangling over the fissure. All right.
Hey, Ordell.
Yeah, Ordell, you're up. But as that happens, as it's your turn, Ordell, the fissure begins to open a little bit more, and you guys start hearing this start coming from this crater.
Can I make that wisdom save?
Yeah, make the wisdom save.
That's a 12.
Yeah, you're still frightened.
Dang it, so I can't do anything.
This eye looks right back at you, and it just puts fear in you have not felt in some time.
Oh man, where's the orb?
But dangling in the air.
Yeah, I would have it. If you want to take it.
I can't yet. Yep, I can't do anything, so I'm not gonna do anything.
Okay. Micah, you're up.
I'm going to use minor illusion again. Well, I'm for the wolf spider to screech, and use my bonus action to make it like hop like twice to get its. Make sure.
So you're gonna do silent image again, correct?
Oh yeah. I have minor illusion. That is my action.
Okay.
To make it screech, and the bonus action is to make it move, like looking at me.
Okay, yeah, it's coming at you. It screeches. You begin to move it around. Another vine goes over that way. The eye looks back down at that spider, tries to grab it again. It kind of curls up and decides to slither back.
And that's my turn.
You're not gonna move forward or anything?
I guess another 20 feet.
Okay, you move forward, so you're now 40 feet. Okay, the eye is more focused on that spider right now, Mikael. So, nice. Tholok, you're up.
A question about rage. So if I go into a rage, but I'm not able to hit him, but he's in my sight, my rage doesn't go away automatically, does it?
There is a thing where if you don't attack or you're not hit during a hit, your rage goes away. But I've never really kept track of that.
Okay.
And I really do not have a problem if rage stays.
Okay.
So it's
Sweet.
just like, I will be like the one where it will end after 10 turns.
Which is fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like,
I
if
just-
you
'cause
haven't
I-
been hit or anything like that, I'm not going to be, that's like, that is my homebrew rule.
Well,
Plus,
yeah,
I mean,
because I
we're-
won't be able to. I won't be able to hit him, but I am gonna go into a rage.
Okay, poof, you go into this rage.
Nobody makes me scared. And then I'm going to dash once more.
Okay, you are
Up to
now right there. You're raging, the eye looks at you, but you're just gnashing your teeth at it right back, and you don't do anything. A vine is gonna shoot out. Thulak, make a strength check.
Strength,
Yep.
and I get advantage on that
Yes.
bad boy. Oh, good. That is very good. Okay, 19.
All right, very good. And that vine comes flying at you. You take your axe and you chop that vine, and it will slither back. All right, Barwin, you're up.
Okay. Ordella, you're still swinging from the other vine, right?
No, I cut it, was cool, and swung down to the other guys.
Okay. Cool. Then I'll pocket the orb, or I was pocketed anyway because I was switching to my lance. I'm gonna take a hand axe with one hand and try to slice through the vine, and try to get down.
Okay, cool. Make an attack.
Okay. That is a 17.
Okay, easy enough. You cut it off. You now are beginning to fall.
Cool.
Well, he's beginning to fall,
Yeah, he cut the vine. Were you gonna grab
And I
onto
was-
the vine?
like what I did.
Yeah.
Because he pocketed the orb so he could have two hands.
Yeah, but now I don't have hands.
What?
So I
Instead of cutting the vines, I cut my hands.
You've lost
How?
your arms in battle.
how deep is the pit?
Oh, it's deep. It's a fissure.
What does that mean?
Okay.
Fissures are like crazy deep. Like it's a
Okay.
huge hole that opens up.
Okay, so I would probably die from fall damage.
Oh yes.
Okay. Then I'm gonna just try to, like, as I'm cutting the vine,
Be swinging.
I'm gonna try to swing myself. Yeah,
Oh.
try to swing and
Make a
land
acrobatics check.
away. Okay, cool. Hey, the dice are with me. That is a 19.
Very good. You swing and you're just starting to swing. You finally get the momentum. You cut and you just do this like awesome little backflip and you land right at the edge. You kind of lose your balance for a sec, look down, and that eye just stares right at you, but then you stand right back.
Dude, I'm sweating. This is stressful.
Yeah.
Good job.
We
All
haven't
right.
even landed a hit on this thing, whatever it
know.
is.
All right.
If I can
I
move
believe
forward,
you still have movement.
yeah, then I will move my 35 feet closer to this homeboy.
Okay, I'm
Ah,
gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that for you.
Okay.
Ornell, go. Nope,
Nope.
you are still frightened.
That's no. Wait, I'm gonna slash at vines.
Okay.
I'm gonna just try to beat
Make,
them up.
make an attack.
I'm gonna get my 2 daggers out this time.
Okay.
can you throw daggers? By chance?
You can.
Yeah.
That's not my specialty,
Yeah.
though.
Fair enough.
Okay, roll. You're gonna do 2 daggers.
2
Roll 2
daggers.
attacks.
This is dagger 1. This is dagger 2.
missed.
Shut up. You know what? 1 is. Oh, that's a
That's a 12.
12. Yep, an 8.
Okay, perfect. All right. Ordell can't go forward. She's still frightened. She's gonna turn around and she's gonna start seeing these vines. They're gonna start shooting out. She's able to cut one down, cut another one. Michael, you're up.
Oh, don't need to do
what?
damage?
You're good.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
Can you guys like review what's happening right now. I know that Ordell, she's
Barwin just landed like right in front of you, 20 feet away. Tholok is by the eye. Ordell is chopping down vines. And this fissure just opened a little bit more.
Okay. I'll use dancing lights, and I'm going to cast it to appear Tholok.
Okay.
And it's gonna appear as a humanoid. I'd like it to vaguely resemble me.
Okay.
And it's just gonna slap its hands like over the eyeball. It won't do anything, but like.
Okay, you come up and it just gets this bright light right in front. Tholok, you manage to cover your eyes right as it happened. Michael, Michael, what do you plan on doing now?
That's it.
You're not gonna move?
Man, I'm all low on health. I can't. What am I good? No, I'm gonna get hurt.
Okay.
I'll stay.
Okay. You stay right there. This bright light, the eye is distorted by that light, so it doesn't look at you, Michael. Michael just keeps getting away with the eye right now. Tholok, you're up.
I'm gonna swing my axe at this eye and yell for pacifism in the forest.
Make an attack.
Yes. Where are you? Ooh, that's a 22.
All right, very good. You come up and you swing that axe, and as you hit the axe, you hear just this hit, and you feel this vibration go through this dome you guys are in. When that hit happens, you hear kind of the eye and the humming get a little bit distorted. But pretty much what that did is that made the eye not look at you this time. And right now, as Ordell is cutting up the vines, no vines come and try to get you.
Interesting. So I don't notice that it took any actual like pain.
No.
Don't like that. Okay. But that's the end of my turn. I don't think I can do anything else.
Barwin, you're up.
All right. Can I reach this thing and attack?
If you dash,
All right.
because you're 60 feet away. It brings you at those vines bring you right at the center.
Okay, but then I moved at 35 feet after I swung out.
Oh, that's true. You would be able to make it.
Yep. Okay.
Do it.
then I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go for this thing. I'm gonna reckless attack with my lance and try to get this thing hurt with my lightning aura. And that is a dirty 20.
Okay, roll your damage.
Sweet. Oh, finally I get to use the D12. That is a 4.
You come up with your spear, Tholok. You hit you hit it with your axe. Barwin comes up with a spear, stabs it at the air, and again.
6 because of rage.
Yeah, there you go. And again, you hit it, and you just hear this boom, and it's louder that time. But the eyes just doesn't look like it really took any damage. The humming is kind of everywhere, though. Barwin, you still have a bonus action.
Okay, I want to see if the orb will help me do anything. Like maybe purify this thing.
So you're gonna pull it out. The leaves are going towards it.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna try to touch the eye and hopefully it will like dispel whatever's happening.
Okay, make a strength check.
Okay.
Tholok, assist him.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I will I'll have my hands there to boost you up to it. That's how
Awesome.
I'm assisting. But yeah, you're being assisted by me.
Yeah, and then the strength check, I had an advantage on that too.
So you
Nice.
got 3 tries.
Okay.
I'm assuming.
Oh, well, I'm gonna say, Tholok, you roll a strength check too.
Oh, I'm also, and I
Yes.
also have advantage on my strength check as well. Sweet.
Okay, Barwin.
Is a rage. Okay. So my first roll of advantage was a 10 plus 2, so 12.
Okay.
If you're saying were helping. I rolled a 17.
Okay. The
It
luck.
would be a 19 total.
I rolled with advantage. I rolled a 22 in total.
Oh, nice. Okay, you both. Barwin comes up, hits it with the spear, and he just looks down at this orb, and he looks up, and he pushes that orb towards this lid that's open, towards the eye. And as he's pushing it, his arm starts to move back, like the orb is like this eye is rejecting it. Tholok, you see what's going on. You put his hands on Barwin's hands, and you both start pushing as that orb is getting closer and closer to the eye. And right as it touches the eye, that orb goes into the eye, and for a second, the humming stops. It goes quiet. Light begins to come back into this circle. The fireflies begin to turn yellow once again. You guys hear the crater start to shut. Michael, you are moving forward with this crater as you hear this loud reptilian roar come from under this crater. And it shuts. Ordell, the vines stop going around. You manage to cut a bunch of the vines and they start to wither before your feet. Around you guys, you see that this orb is starting to wither down as well, starting to crumble as this aura begins to move out of it. All this aura begins to go back into this box, and the box shuts. Then there's a bright light that happens. When that bright light happens, you guys cover your eyes for a second. As you guys open it back up, you see that there is someone now standing there, or kneeling there. Looks exhausted. The best way I could put him is think of Santa Claus with animal skins on him, a long brown beard, and he is buff.
Oh,
That's hot.
hot Santa.
Hot Santa.
You see him breathing very heavily. You see sweat dripping down his face. He just looks up. I couldn't hold it for much longer. Thank you.
Welcome. You must be Sylvanas.
I am. Who do I have the pleasure of saving my soul?
I'm gonna be walking towards. I'm not quite there yet, but
Right. So you're walking towards them, the places where you start dropping.
Arwen, Stormbreaker. And this is my friend Tholok.
Hello.
Michael.
And Ordell.
making my way downtown.
Thank you. I would have been taken over by that if it wasn't for you.
What was that?
I don't know. It was a
Did
gift.
somebody...
Oh.
Yeah, did someone place that? Curse you with whatever that was?
It wasn't placed. It was a gift. A gift that came inside that. And he's gonna point behind you guys. And you guys see this box laying on the ground. And Barwin and Tholok, you've seen this box before. As you see a mimic box right behind you guys. And that is where we're gonna end the session.
Oh.
Oh!
Okay.
Dang!
That's spooky, and I love it.
That's awesome.
Spooky.
Wow.
Can we just give a round of applause to Gezra for
I
saving
was-
your guys' lives?
Oh my gosh.
That
Gezra
was
always
exhausting.
coming in
Ew.
clutch.
That was
awesome.
exhausting.
Woo!
That was
final
the
battle.
That was epic. And Ordell for saving us from the vines.
Yes, thank you.
That's true. I was like, oh, that's smart. That is smart.
I can't
That
do
helped
anything
out
else.
so much.
Oh my gosh. Whoo!
MVP Thorlock of kissing women.
Oh yeah.
that was so
for saving
funny.
Odell.
That was
Yes.
so funny.
If I can't do it in real life, then at least I can do it in Dungeons and Dragons.
Not wrong. Can we give
my
a
gosh.
claps for the chat for
Oh my gosh.
giving the dating advice to Mike IL?
True.
That was amazing.
Thank you, chat.
Oh my gosh.
you.
But huge round of applause to our amazing players today. They went through so much more than I was planning. They did amazing. That was fun. I could tell you guys are just straight up exhausted. Someone almost died. Where were you guys on hit points?
3.
8.
11.
Like 23.
I was
Oh,
literally
jeez.
I was literally at 2 and 3 hit points this whole session.
Oh,
That sucks. See, I'm so glad. If I would have taken all those hit points, I would be dead right now, probably.
yeah.
Yeah.
That bear, like, came at you hard.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Gnarly.
But yes. But how did you like the return of the Gorgon?
Oh, that was epic.
And the
I'm
best
so
thing,
glad.
the best thing was you rolled it, and I was like, yes!
I like how there's a great attention to detail. The smell.
Yep.
Yes, that wormy smell.
Oh, jeez. All right.
Smells like sewage.
We're exhausted. That was intense, but have a great night. Stay safe. We love you. Stay healthy as well. And we'll see you guys tomorrow for mini painting, and then we'll see you guys next week for another one shot. Thank you to Crazy Phil73 for a rate of 5, and we'll see you guys later. Have a good night, everyone.